Um, at this point, if we were going, at this, what would be kind of ideal, like if in terms of like rounding off our characters or everything like this? Would they,
I,
You want him to
I, I
give you
mean,
the
I
best
mean, you're
answer?
dude, you're level 19. Rounding off doesn't really fucking apply much anymore.
right? Yeah, because I
I
mean,
mean, you're already one of the Avengers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's it
We
don't
are,
you,
we are arguably stronger than Captain America or Black Widow and all that.
very
stuff.
Right.
very few people even get to level 19 in a campaign.
yeah,
Like literally, our characters could survive a fall from terminal velocity. You could throw
Right.
them out of space, and
We are
Roland would
literally,
just fucking roll and he'd be fine.
literally Master Chief and the rest of the
Yeah.
Spartans put together.
You
Bullock
don't-
is like Captain Marvel,
Yeah, probably.
and probably
You-
Wade.
You don't really have to worry about min-maxing too much at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
At
I
this point,
figured-
just try
yeah.
and shore up either what your heavy hitters are going to be, or just try and find like a small bit of, or just try and get some side utility going.
There's
Because-
literally at
Right.
19. There's like literally nothing that you could take that's going to break your character.
okay,
One
okay,
thing is
Well.
wrong with us. I've been doing the whole campaign.
Yeah.
right. Okay, because I mean, because I do, because I mean, it's just
Now
looking
level
back, I
20.
have-
So level 20, you're gonna get. I think. Well, all of you absolutely get a cool class feature, and then I don't know if it
Yeah.
also comes with an ability score improvement. I don't think it does.
19.
No,
well,
no.
for 19 for the 90 for those who are taking their for the solo class, you get
Yeah.
an ASI or feat at 19.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
in my
not,
in
I
my
don't think-
in my in
I don't
my
think everybody
case,
does.
Yeah, I think everyone. except
no,
Roland
that's what I'm
can
saying.
do
In
multiple
my case,
Really?
case,
Yep.
yeah, in my case, I would have to. I can only get, if I took 2 more levels of fighter, I would then end up getting an ASI or feat at level 20.
Okay.
Sure, by level
Because
20, we're
I-
not even level 19 yet.
because I looked ahead at some of the at the rogue features, and it's like, yeah, on the one hand, he gets sneak attack bump like 76, but at the same time, am I really going to use a bonus action to basically give myself advantage on the next acrobatics or?
Dude, it doesn't really
athletics
matter.
check?
Your
Yeah,
hit
right.
is already so stupidly high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Advantage
know,
doesn't really
exactly.
even come into play much anymore.
Right. Yeah.
At this
Plus,
level,
with reliable talents, it's like it's
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
if you
a little
Don't-
redundant.
if you
Yeah.
don't have this feat already, the tough feat is the one
Just
this is
health.
the one part of the level where it's actually really good.
Just
Which
pour
I
some more
already
health
do have.
into
Which
there.
I do already have.
Okay,
Actually, that's the point. That's why I'm kind of like, okay, but
That's why most
yeah,
of you are so tanky.
yeah.
Yep.
I think I need to take it because Cal could really
Nah,
use an
Glass
extra 40
cannon
hit
is
points.
yeah.
And I don't want to take lucky because we already got 2 people taking lucky already. So I'm like,
It's just the problem is it's just so good it crowds out the other feats.
Right.
no, it does. It does.
I
And
mean,
I'm
don't
just
let that
thinking-
stop you. If you want to take lucky, take lucky. Lucky is,
Oh,
is a legit feat. I'm not going to look
Oh, I
down on
know.
anybody taking lucky.
It's like the
Oh,
old saying
look,
says,
lucky,
better to be lucky than good.
I'm just thinking that
Also,
there's
we're
a
live.
couple- Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Witness us discuss D&D while play Call of Cthulhu.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Well, I feel like we've talked. We probably said enough about that. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me off
Sure. No problem.
off
Okay.
camera, or off of out of session, so to speak.
Yeah.
I had a whole story I was going to tell, but now I can't because we're already
You can tell it.
over 5 minute
Do
past.
you have like a repository of these that you like make sure to
No,
bring one
this
before-
just happened today. Okay, so
Yeah, tell it
today
out.
today I woke up and it was warm and I was not happy. It was warm.
Ooh.
I was in bed and
Dude, it was
warm. I
it was
like-
98 degrees out today. It was unbearable.
and I was like, what the hell? Because my AC was on. So I go to the AC and see that the thermostat is like on like almost 80.
what the hell?
So I go into the bathroom to the vent and it's blowing out warm air. And I'm like, oh, it needs more coolant for whatever reason. All right. I've lived here in this apartment 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm on my second air conditioning unit. But this one and the last one, literally every year I've had to have them come out once a year at some point and restock the coolant in this damn thing because I run it that much.
Yeah.
Right? Because I refuse to sweat in my own goddamn house. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I sent. This was about 9 o'clock in the morning. I sent a request off via the portal. Everybody's got a cute little portal thing because they don't want to talk to you on the goddamn phone. So
That's my job, and I fucking hate it.
yeah. So everything's on the portal. You want to get a doctor's appointment? It's on the portal. Did you see the portal? Are you on the portal? Fuck off with your portal. So I get on the portal. I open up a maintenance request. I'm like, this needs coolant. This happens. Our apartment complex just got bought by somebody like a month ago, a new company. The old company was great. I got along with them fine. So these new people, not so much. Already having issues with these folks. So I send off the maintenance request through the portal, you know, and I explain what's going on. Nothing. No reply, nothing. It's noon. I go to drop off my rent check because I wasn't able to do it Friday because the first thing they did when they bought this place was start renovating the leasing office.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay, this place has got, give me, if you've got an hour, I can list all the other problems in this place. The leasing office wasn't one of them. So they're using one of the units as like a temporary office, and it doesn't have a slot for you to slide it in after hours. So I couldn't do it on Friday. Per my lease, it has to be in before the 4th or it's late, and I've never been late.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go over to the office anyway because return my rent check. So I get over there, I give him my rent check, because it's the 3rd, and I'm a good tenant,
You're a good
and
boy.
and I'm like, yo, I put in a maintenance request. I would like to get this done before it gets hot as balls in that apartment because my windows face east,
Mhm.
right?
Oh,
And so it's just going to get progressively warmer. Like that Doctor Who episode, where like they're worried, they're in orbit around the sun and they're worried that shield's going to go up and literally fry you, right?
I'm gonna,
Like that's me today.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch Doctor Who, so that reference went. Really
It doesn't
over my
matter.
head.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter. We're moving on.
It
All right,
was very
so-
hot.
So, I'm worried about cooking inside my own damn apartment. And the gal says, well, they just picked up that order off the counter, so I would guess they're already on their way over there or they'll be there soon. Good. All right, good enough.
Yep.
4 o'clock. It is now over 80 degrees in my apartment.
ooh.
So I call them back and I'm like, noon, you told me that they had the order, they're on their way. What's going on? And it's a different gal. She goes, let me put you on hold. She puts me on hold about a minute and a half. Comes back and says, okay, they've got the order now. He's on his way.
Wait
Okay.
a minute.
And I'm like,
well, no.
Uh,
At least they fucked up and said, okay, now we're doing it.
and I'm like, okay, cool, fine. It is now 7:40. Guess what? Never happened.
Oh my god.
Oh,
God.
wow.
you want to call them back on stream? That'll make some.
No,
good
I mean
content.
because there's the office is closed. So here's my thing. I've been trying to work on my inner Karen, right? Like knowing when to let knowing when to let the Karen loose like a kraken, and knowing when not to, right? Because I mean, you don't. I'm 48. Like if you ask me like when do you lose your kraken, I'm like every goddamn time. Every goddamn time the Karen needs to come out. But you can't be that way, right? I'm trying to change. I'm trying to not go. I'm trying to say, pick my battles. I'm trying to let some stuff go, and let me tell you, it's fucking hard, right?
Self-control is hard.
But yeah, I can't hold the Kraken back tomorrow. I'm gonna go white hot Nova on some super. What is it? Super Saiyan, right?
Oh, that's sick anime
I'd say
reference. Nice.
I may,
that you've been exceptionally patient.
I may hit final form tomorrow. We'll see.
Or you could be like what's her face from Zero Dark 30, in which she goes up to the window and keeps writing in red marker. It's been so many days since such and such, Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venkman,
You're way better than me because I've just had to go through and fix most of the stuff that's broken in my apartment on my own.
Venkman's in the chat and he says release the Karen.
Hey, Venkman. So, and here's the other thing. So the one positive thing that they did, that the first thing they did when they bought the place, start renovating the leasing office because that was such a pressing issue. But the second one they did is they contracted a company to actually come to our doorsteps and take our trash.
Oh, that's nice.
And so,
The greatest.
and so these companies, the company came by, they dropped off flyers. They said, tomorrow we're going to drop off a trash bin. And they did. So it's like a kitchen trash bin, and they're like, everything has to be bagged, et cetera, et cetera. So I followed all the rules. So our apartment complex also has a thing where you can't leave trash out. Okay. So this one will be funny. So, well, not funny, but aggravating, but also funny. So
Aggravatingly funny.
on Thursday night, they didn't pick the trash up outside my door. Okay, you leave it outside the door between 6 and 8, and at 8 they start collecting. All right, so they never picked it up. On Friday, I called the dude because there was a number on that flyer, and I call the guy, and I'm like, I live in 1805 at this apartment complex, and I'm like, you never got my trash on Thursday. And he goes, huh, really? And I said, yeah. And he goes, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to contact the guys, and I'm gonna make them. We have this thing called proof. I'm going to make them start taking pictures of your trash before they pick it up and sending it to me. And I'm like, I will literally have something for them every goddamn night. I was like, I will have something every night, just because I eat out too much and I cook. I eat out. I cook. Between eating out and cooking all the damn time, there's going to be a lot of refuse. All right. I was like, I will have something every goddamn night. And I told him, I said, now, once I put it out on Thursday, the apartment complex, they don't want trash outside your door because, yeah, that looks janky, right? I get that. But I'm not going to bring the motherfucker back in because it's been out there overnight and God knows what's in it now. Right?
Let the raccoons in.
Yeah. And so the dude was like, all right, I'll talk to him. You could just take it over to the dumpster yourself. And I was like, yeah, hey, maybe, God, yeah, I guess I could. If only there was a service. If only there was a service where, like, the apartment company could, like, contract out and have somebody go around and collect it for people. I guess until maybe they make some sort of deal like that, I guess maybe I can start taking the trash back and then maybe advise the apartment complex to maybe not make such a deal because that would be foolish. Since I can take it out on my own. And the dude was like, all right, point taken. All right. And I was like, is it really? So he's like, yeah, he's like, look, I'll try to get somebody out there. It's the weekend. And I'm like, no, and I was like, I don't need somebody to come get it like in the next 5 minutes. I need somebody to get it when you say you're going to get it. Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all I'm asking for is pick it up when it's scheduled to be picked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so the guy was like, all right, fair enough. So they don't do it on Friday and Saturday. So the trash sat out in front of my door. Sunday night, last night, guess what doesn't happen?
They don't pick it up.
They don't pick it up. And so I was too busy with the AC thing and being mad over that I didn't have time to call this guy. But I'm going to wait and see if they pick it up. They're supposed to They start picking up in 15 minutes. We'll see if it even does. My guess is that I will call, or not call, but I will, after we're done playing tonight, I will go out there and look, and it'll still be there.
Actually, can we make it? Can we make a show of it? Can you go at it like in an hour and a half and go check then?
No.
We're gonna
Crash watch.
No, because it's usually past like 10:30, 11 by the time we get it around.
All right, let's get going. We gotta.
Yeah. All right. So anyway,
We
that's
gotta call
story
Cthulhu.
time's over. Who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time?
Let's see.
Oh, do you want to do it?
Who?
I don't know. We've got a rule, that involves Neil and Kelsey and Junie. Okay, I was about to say, yeah.
I'm making a joke.
Yeah.
I said I can't do it.
I don't know. I think she's just playing hard to get.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Right now.
we've heard her try to do it before, and I was kind of like, I never want to sit through that again. No offense, but I'm just like, oh my god, Okay, some stuff happened. Go. We kind of need more of a detailed.
All right.
Sorry, Kelsey.
No,
That's the truth. I gotta be true. I gotta tell my truth. All right, who wants to?
I need to take out my trash. That's all.
Who wants to? You're fine. Who wants to give the recap? All right.
I can try. I know I gave it 2 weeks ago, but
Yeah, you did. But then, really, our options are limited. It's either you, Alex, or Rick.
There's only
usually.
three.
Yeah,
there's only
and
three of you, so
There's only three
yeah,
of
I
you that are
know.
allowed to do it.
Yeah, but I think it's because I think I know that Alex gave a recap in your other session yesterday, so
He
I
did.
will
He did
take
give
it
another
off.
recap.
I don't want him to go do it again.
Junie, are you streaming?
Thank you.
You're not. Okay.
Okay, so last time in the small, quiet town of Hawthorne, where our group of intrepid investigators were still looking into the series of grisly murders. Well, actually, there was a second. Well, one, and then it became two because apparently, of course, the owner and proprietor of Murph's Burgers, was brutally attacked in a similar manner, like the first victim was. So Father Dan and the private investigator JJ, they went down to the Murph Burgers to check the place out, and while they were there, the main detective. I apologize if I forgot the name because but the main detective was on the case there.
Oh, you mean Jay's former partner?
Forrest Shorter's partner? Yeah, thank you. Exactly, his former
Merv.
partner.
Merv,
Merv.
yeah,
Merv.
Merv Edwards.
Merv Edwards, thank you
Yes.
very much.
Yes.
So Merv Edwards, JJ's former partner, was basically interviewing Tim, the assistant manager Tim Bevins, and after Merv came out, he was taught was given a chat like what was going on, and said, yeah, the body that we found was similar in manner was found in similar manner to the first. While that was going on, Father was decided to take a little sneak peek at the crime scene. Didn't do very well because he tripped and fell and landed. He slipped on a Coke bottle and kind of like lying there groaning in pain, saying, "I've fallen and I can't get up." But
It's a Tom and Jerry sketch.
pretty much. That was and also we got and so also JJ talked to Mr. Bevins about what happened. He got a little bit more information about Mary Clark and Clark Evans and everything. Like Clark Evans was kind of about his injury thing. He was living with Mary Alice at the McMaster's complex, and also that Clark kind of quit his job suddenly. He just kind of, I'm not sure if he got fired or quit. One or the other. He says
he walked out, but from the conversation you had with Tim, you would guess that he probably wasn't long for there anyway.
Right. Yeah. So he just
Tim didn't like him much. He said he argued with Murph a lot.
Right. And then also that Mary Alice would quote unquote find a way to fix his knee. And so after that conversation, JJ and the good father was thinking, well, maybe we ought to pay Mary Alice and Clark a visit at their apartment because it seems like it all seems to be circling back to them. Right. Meanwhile, So then we go back to gosh sakes, everyone goes back to Eleanor's house to regroup and to say what stuff we found and everything. And so we're all kind of everyone's agreed like we got to go to Mary Alice's place, and we kind of snuck out away from Eleanor's wonderful, oh so wonderful boxer wearing husband Michael. Stuck out of the house and everything like this. Along the way, guys like, you know what? Maybe I need to go back and get myself some protection.
maybe I need to flick some heat.
yeah. Since everyone's decided to get it.
For some of you, it's too late to have gotten some protection.
Yeah, right.
It's the 50s, abstinence only education.
They had rubbers in the 50s.
They had rubbers in the 50s, dude. 60s and everything. So Shen drops Guy off at his house, and that's where Guy gets the wonderful news that the love of his life, Catherine, not to be related with Catherine Howe, our player character, but another, or Cat, assistant DA, is pregnant, and which led to some rather interesting just comedy of errors involving an impatient Shen.
I think it's safe to say Guy lost his shit.
Yes,
a little bit.
One of the best skits we've seen on here.
Yes, as Alex would have said, Neil rolled a natural one without rolling a one.
Yes, without rolling.
That's like a die, yeah.
But yeah, it was actually quite hilarious. I mean, although they did plan on getting married and stuff like that. But then also Guy was going around like, oh, I gotta get this gun out of this drawer as he starts charging down the stairs.
Yeah.
Which is like, what? Okay. So Yeah, which was it had to be seen to be believed.
Yeah,
We
so
get-
I mean, like, so it's a shock to Catherine, who like the guy she knows is like super, you know, like white hot Nova woke,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Big into, you know, probably, you know, big into communism, space communism,
He's
you know,
he's the guy who probably
anti-war,
very
all
much
that
so.
shit, and he
Yeah.
goes and
And
gets a
he's got
gun
gun.
out of his drawer,
He could have just said, "Hey, that's part of the revolution. That's part of the revolution. You know, that's part of the."
and he started
revolutionary
screaming about his Second Amendment
war."
rights
Right.
and
Yeah.
shoving the girth and cults, and then just
Took
ran
off.
out of the house.
Got in the car. Let's go, baby. It's time to sleep.
Let's go,
While
Jen.
Shin was honking the horn.
Well, Shin
Yeah.
was hogging the horn, going,
Important contribution.
Normal things.
"Yes." And anyway, after all that, everyone goes to the went to the McMaster's complex. I mean, you know, one of the apartment complex. And by the way, McMaster's is a big name in this town. You know, side. We get there, and as we go, we managed to go and we managed to get inside the apartment. Nobody was home. But while we were there was a couple things that we discovered. One was a set of wigs, including a blonde wig, which kind of implies that Mary Clark was kind of going around in disguise. Because there was a way, because way back when, Father McMaster said that he saw like there was a blonde quote unquote whore around the scene, and it's maybe could Mary have been that person in disguise? The second was two books. One was a book of weird kind of just a weird book with all different written in different languages, with some Latin, some Greek, some some probably some Mesopotamian, some probably some Aramaic and all this other stuff, like weird kind of symbols and stuff like that. The other was Mary's personal diary, in which she talks about how she got involved with the end and how she was discovering about the secrets about Jumnaguref and the milk of the goat, and how she was going to use the milk of the goat to cure Clark's knee. And the last entry was that she and her friends, along with Clark, were going to go out in the woods and perform this little ritual where they were going to, it was going to be a complete success and nothing possibly could go wrong with this. Once we figured that out, we're kind of like, oh crap, we got to go find them. They might be in the woods. But as we were on the way over there was a nurse from the city college, I believe the medical ward, who started running down the street screaming. The party turns towards the city college, and where we find that there looked like doors were open, looked like a massive break-in of some kind. Some of the party goes.
The doors being open didn't appear to be a break-in.
But
but it was the nurse running away from the building that tipped us
yeah,
off.
the doors were probably left open by the nurse that fled.
Yeah, there was some kind of intruder of some kind. Some of us stay downstairs to basically call the authorities. Hey, better get over here. While the others went upstairs. I don't think it's a single story thing.
Yeah, you were all on the first floor.
Yeah, okay. Went down the hallway to see what was going on. And when they got there, they were greeted by a grisly scene in which one of the security guards was brutally murdered, along with Guy's friend Eli and former student Eli Gregson.
Who wasn't a former student. It was just a student at the college that had worked for him.
Okay,
a couple of times in the past, but he liked him.
Very good guy. And he was, in fact, his jaw was literally ripped and knocked clean off, and he was just, and around the scene there was broken glass, which suggests something broke in, and a lot of large, giant hoof prints. And as we were trying to, as some of the things were taking all this in, the sirens started coming up the drive, and that's where we're going to be leaving off. Where,
All right. Does anybody want to include anything before we start? Anything that got missed?
Don't think there was much else.
Right.
Did I type down something? I usually type down something if there's something that I probably would forget.
Saris, is there anything you think should be added? You're normally the one that takes like the copious notes.
I know, but my notes haven't been so good lately. Unfortunately, I've been having to work a lot on Mondays.
That's all right.
My notes have suffered sadly. But I think that more or less matches up here. It
What'd you say?
hits all the broad strokes.
What'd you say, Junie?
We're going to be going to the goat farm at some point, but
Yeah, no, I've still got that list of things you guys said that you wanted to do next.
Yeah.
How those series of events falls out, there's going to be some things happening. We'll see how you guys work around them. Like I know Father Dan wanted to secure Mary Alice's spell book. You guys everyone wanted to go to the goat farm. Guy wanted to have his special evening with Catherine that he promised her. We'll see if that still goes down or.
We are separated right now.
You start the college.
Yeah, I was about to say at the end we were split into like groups of 3. So.
Well, you were all split up in the groups of 3, but and I think Jay said he wanted to drive around town like the next night.
Yeah,
like
but we'll see what happens first.
Yeah, we'll see what happens first. All right, so we're gonna say it's been about an hour that's passed after the first squad car arrived.
Okay.
We evaded the police
Real
successfully.
quick, before we get started, can we see
Yeah.
on the map where the goat man has attacked now?
Yeah. Hang on here. You want me to put some little drawings here?
A little goat.
Yeah, like you've got little pins or something.
Yeah, like a little goat emo.
Let's see if I can. Let's see. Hang on. I think I got an idea.
Murder map.
No, those won't be able to be seen here. I'll put them. No, I need something bright against that map. That's the thing.
Yellow.
Let's see.
We could do like a circle.
That'd probably pop.
Bless you.
Ah, damn.
Bless you, Neil.
Bless you.
Sorry, today's like allergy day for whatever reason. Like it was, like I mentioned earlier, it was like 98 degrees out. It was nasty.
Oh, fun.
I understand that.
I don't want to go outside anymore.
Me neither, man. Nothing good ever happens out there. I have all my stuff here.
All right,
Oh, there
so
we go.
one of them was down. I think at this intersection. That's where the first guy got murdered.
Okay.
Can y'all see that right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
it's-
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The color's
hang
not
on.
great.
Very
I need
distinctive.
to move the I need to move it so that you guys can see the graphics. I'm trying to adjust now. I'm trying to be good.
You're trying to be better. Trying to be a better boy.
Yes, I'm trying to be a better boy.
Actually, let's see here. I may be able to just draw shapes. Hold Alt for circle ellipse. Ooh, that sounds.
Careful with that much power.
I know, right? Yeah, I think I like that better. I think it stands out a little bit more.
It's
So
too much.
Oh shit! Why did it go away? What did I do? Why did it? Why did it? Can y'all see it at all?
Where? Oh,
Nope.
We can only
Okay,
see
on the
the
GM
name
layer or
at the
something?
bottom.
I can see the first one.
The first one we can see.
I can't even move the skull now. What did I have the skull on? What layer was it? Was it on the
Was it
map?
the map layer?
Also being summoned. I'll be right back.
No, it wasn't
Okay.
the map layer. All right.
It's on.
What if we just didn't, what if we just looked at the map?
No, it's a
remember where
reasonable.
things
It's a
were.
reasonable request. Here we go.
Okay, well I can't see anything now.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like the YouTube thumbnail.
Okay.
There it is.
So that was the first murder.
No, you gotta draw an arrow
Okay.
for it to be a YouTube thumbnail.
No, you're lucky to get a circle. All right. The second murder was over by Murph's Burgers, which I think is at 26. Let me go back.
I think it is 26. Yeah.
I
It is
have it open
26.
here. 26.
So here was the second murder,
Yep.
and then the third murder was over at the college infirmary, which I believe is 9.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
I believe like 9 about the oak. Yeah,
Number 9?
just under.
Okay.
the oak.
9. All right. Yeah.
Nine.
Okay.
Number
So.
9.
Yep. All right.
So those are the 3 locations. So
Mm.
up until now, both of the murders were on the south side, but now things have gotten real. They're on the north side.
Yep.
This is a
Mhm.
fairly high profile location as well.
Yep. And there was actually 2 victims in this case instead of
Mhm.
1.
Mhm.
So.
Junie, are you back yet? No. Okay.
All right.
When she comes back, we'll show her. But
Okay.
So yeah, we're
Okay.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Perfect timing.
Okay, wow. There you go, Junie. Do you see the three
Oh, yeah.
locations? Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's where we were. Literally, I had just said, "Is Junie back?" Okay, we'll show her when she gets back. And then I moved to the other map, and then you were like, "I'm back now." Literally,
Okay.
like a second after we moved. Okay.
Guys,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
back.
pizza, okay.
Oh, pizza's always good. which is
So
fine.
it's
I kind of
been an
to
hour.
know.
It's been an hour. All right. Since the first squad car arrived. As soon as they got there, they saw the crime scene. Found out what was going on. And then they split all of you up. And they radioed on ahead for. They radioed ahead for backup and for a detective to come to the scene, and they needed said that they needed the coroner to come out. I mean, like there's in this hour there's a lot of activity now. This place is
Hopping.
crawling with police.
Mm-hmm.
All right, crawling with police. There's at least 6 squad cars out front. You recognize some of them have come from outside the county now, or not from outside the county, but outside the town, from other places in the county, other little towns in the county.
Outside of the specific jurisdiction.
Yes. Well, no, this jurisdiction is Washington County. Like the sheriff here is the county sheriff, but he's based in Hawthorne. So they're basically just calling in reinforcements from other towns inside the county.
Right. So this has now gone beyond Hawthorne at this point. Yeah. It's okay.
So after about an hour, you see 2 familiar forms, Jay.
Oh, great! It's the sheriff.
They pull up. They pull up in different cars. Sheriff pulls up in the chief of police car, and then Merv pulls up in his own unmarked vehicle. Sheriff and Merv talk for a moment, and then he kind of points over at you, Jay, and the others, and then he kind of pushes his finger into Merv's chest, and then you see him kind of angrily storm off into the college.
All right.
So, hang on. Let me. Now that we're past our opening, let's pull up our usual background music here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh boy.
So, I'm trying to think of what's the best way to do this. You guys haven't had time to talk
Yeah, we've been
and get your story
separate or
straight.
with police.
So I'm gonna just say real quick, we're gonna have a separate conversation with Jay and Merv, but a patrolman comes to take statements from each of you in turn. We're gonna start with Guy. So a patrolman comes over to you and he takes your name, your address, etc. Looks at your license and says, "All right, so start from the beginning. How'd you come about this? What's your involvement? Tell me everything."
So my friend, I was driving with Shen, right?
Yes, you
Yes,
were.
I was driving with Shen,
was with Bruce.
and we saw a nurse dressed in campus infirmary garb run out into the street. We assumed it was a break-in, and we were right. We went in, went upstairs, found the infirmary in absolute pieces. We found Eli in pieces.
All right.
Father Dan had
Where were
called
you-
ahead. Sorry.
Where were you headed? Where were you headed before that? You said you saw the nurse running away. Where had you and your friend been heading to before you parked? Before you came to the college?
So we drove away from the McMasters, right? And then
Yeah, you guys were on your way
Outside of town.
outside of
outside.
town. I think you were trying to go to the
goat
to the
farm.
the goat farm at night. Yeah.
Near it anyway, yeah.
we were trying to drive out to the country for a little bit.
And he kind of looks at the rest of you guys, kind of spaced out, sitting down in front of the college, maybe on the curb, and he's like, it's an eclectic mix. So all of you were in two cars, and you're just gonna take a drive out through the country, huh?
Yes, sir.
How do you think that sounds?
It sounds suspicious, but it's the truth.
What were you looking for out there? What were you gonna go looking for out in the country?
Officer, I don't see how this pertains to what's happening here.
Ooh.
Oh no.
All right.
I can answer the question, but
Well, hang on. Are you trying to get this guy to stop asking you questions, or what? What is your aim here? Are you just trying to be salty?
my aim here, not Eli, Guy is kind of compromised from seeing Eli, basically torn to pieces, so he's not exactly in the best
Okay.
mood right now.
Okay.
But he's trying to cooperate as best he can and get right to the point.
Okay. All right. So the the patrolman kind of shrugs, and he's like, "All right. Well, did you know any of the people inside?"
I knew Eli, the man who was torn apart in the back of the infirmary. He had worked for me for a while back.
He'd worked for you a while back. What occasions did he work for you?
He did some paperwork for me when he worked for my architecture firm.
And that's it. That's the only relationship between you two. Wasn't anything more?
I'd say we were, I hesitate to say friends, but we knew each other well.
All right.
I had recently caught up with him, and he looked absolutely horrible.
Why did he look horrible?
He looked malnourished, dehydrated.
Is he a junkie?
No.
All right.
No, sir.
All right. Well, sit tight. I wouldn't be leaving town anytime soon. This is an active murder investigation now.
Guy says,
So he walks-
guy says nothing.
So he walks away from Guy, and he gets over to you, Catherine, and he takes down your name, checks your ID, checks, or you give him your address, he checks your ID, all that good stuff. He goes, "All right, miss, other fella then that I talked to said you guys were going joyriding out in the county, and then you saw somebody running away. Is that how it went down?"
Honestly, I'm just following the lady of the house, making sure she gets home safe.
The lady of the house. Who would
I'd
that
rather
be?
be with her than the husband, who is and I excuse my foul language, grade A asshole.
Who would the lady of the house be?
And I will point over to Eleanor, Mrs. Crane. Mrs.
Alright.
Crane.
All right.
I work for her.
All right. So you were just you were in the other car that didn't have the architect and the Asian fella.
No. Yeah,
Alright.
I was in the other car. Sorry.
All right. So you guys got here. What was the first thing you saw when you pulled up?
I saw the doors wide open. There was a nurse running down the street we saw before we got here. It was
Were you the one that called in?
No. Eleanor did.
Okay.
Thought
And he writes
thought that was Father Dan.
It was, but he writes that down. All right.
I think
No,
Eleanor did hers. I wasn't down there with her at the time.
So Eleanor calls the cops, lets them know there's been some kind of disturbance.
Then I'm not downstairs with her. Her and the father were down here. I wasn't.
Oh, you were downstairs. Who was upstairs?
I was upstairs
You were upstairs, and he
With
keeps writing
Shen.
down.
with Jay.
You were upstairs with Shen,
Jay.
Jay,
and the architect.
and the architect. All right, Guy, Mr. Birmingham,
It's Mick.
All right.
It's Mick Birmingham.
Mick Birmingham. So he writes that down, and he goes, "Okay, so who was the first to find what happened inside?"
We were kind of in a group, but it was basically we were in a group. We all kind of saw it together.
All right. Did you know any of the individuals inside?
No, I did not.
All right. Very good. Stay here. This is active murder investigation. You're gonna have to stay in town.
I have nowhere else to go.
And he kind of walks away. He comes over to you, Eleanor, and he goes, "All right, little lady down there says that you phoned this into the cops."
No, that was Father Dan. I was just with him when he did.
And he makes a curious face now because he's found his first inconsistency. Which you
Uh-oh.
I told him I wasn't upstairs.
And so he's like, "Huh, all right." So you stayed downstairs while everyone else went upstairs, or who stayed with you?
I was with Father Dan. I didn't want him to be alone while he was calling you all.
Okay. All right. So Father Dan's the one that went upstairs. No, Father
No,
Dan
he
stayed
was-
behind. Pardon me, my bad. You're
Yes,
right.
he was
All right.
the one who called you all.
And the rest of everybody else headed upstairs.
Yes, that's right.
That's funny because the infirmary's on the ground floor. What were they doing poking around upstairs?
Honestly, sir, I have no idea what the layout to this building was. I stayed with Father Brown at the front desk, and everyone else went further into the building.
Did you call him Father Brown?
Yeah,
Father
she
Dan.
did. She was-
Father Dan!
So
Wait
he,
a
so, he,
minute.
so he writes down Father Brown. He goes, Father
God damn
Brown.
it.
Who's Father Brown?
Father Dan!
Father Dan. All right.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Someone was watching Father Brown on PBS.
Look, shut up. Okay, I may have the DVD. It's fine.
why do you think
Supervising the gay rat wedding.
this other woman says she works for you?
Yes, she's my housekeeper.
What are you and your housekeeper doing out going for a joyride? And he sees the ring on your finger and says, "She said you're married. You got a husband and kids.
Yes.
Why aren't you in bed with them? You're going out joyriding in the country. What was so important in the country?"
Well, we were out here to check up on some students who hadn't been seen in a while. We were worried about them with everything going on.
God damn it! I wish there was a deception check in here, but there's not.
John, hang on real quick. John Lockwood. Yes, this is intriguing. Okay, continue.
Lockwood is in there. Hey, Lockwood,
Mhm.
what's up, buddy? Lockwood is a player from Campaign 4.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
He plays a dwarven paladin. All right.
We got four.
Actually,
Close.
I've got stats for cops. I'm gonna give this guy a psychology check against you, Eleanor.
Do
Ooh,
it.
interesting.
No.
What do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything.
He's the one really going to be rolling.
He's the one that's gonna roll.
Fail. Yeah.
And he kind of shrugs and he's like, "All right, so you knew you came out here to check on the victim inside, the kid that got torn apart."
No,
fuck
we
it.
just stopped by the apartment of another student who I had heard she hadn't been heard from in a while. But we
Who's
didn't
the-
find her. She wasn't there.
Who's this other student?
Oh, shit, what was her name? Mary
Okay.
Alice?
Mary Alice is her last name.
Imagine if
I
she said
know.
that in game, like, "Oh shit, what was her name?"
You would know. You
Like,
would
I'm having some issues.
you would know their name was Mary Alice Sims.
Mary Alice Sims. I wanted to call her Mary Alice Duncan, but then I knew that was
That's our other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eleanor's gonna
Mary Alice
get you
Sims.
all put in jail. All right. Mary Alice Sims.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, I remember her. My kid brother went to high school with her. Yeah, the good-looking chick, redhead, curly. Yeah.
Another one of the Ladies Society and I were talking about how she hadn't been heard from in a while, and we just want to check up on her with everything that was happening.
And as you casually name drop the Hawthorne Lady Society, this guy has no reaction at all. Like it doesn't buy a lot of influence with him.
He doesn't understand their power.
He doesn't understand the female.
And he's like, all right, this is going to be an active investigation. You're going to have to stay in town. And he looks at your license, gets your address. He already had your name because Catherine had already identified you when he was walking down away from her, or before he came down to you. So walk me back through this again. Why were you guys out in the country again? You were looking for a couple of missing kids?
Well, we're not sure if they're missing or not. We would have called it in if we thought they were missing.
Well, how long they've been missing?
We're not sure, just that they hadn't been heard from in a while, and with everything going on, we thought that would be neighborly to check up on them. If it
So
was
you-
my kids, I would want someone to look into them.
So you know these two, Mary Alice Sims.
I've seen her around a few times, but not
That's
personally.
kind of odd, just going after somebody you barely know,
It's a small
trying
town,
to find them.
and it's good to check up on your neighbors.
Make a persuasion check, Eleanor.
Ooh.
Go, girl, go!
Go, 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 go!
Let's see.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
Eleanor,
man.
would you have some options? Would you like, number one, would you like to spend 46 luck?
I don't think I have that much luck.
Okay, all right. Number two, would you like to push the roll? So pushing the roll means that the persuasion check, it's a hard success, and for you that's going to be half of your normal skill, which is going to be a 25. So you can attempt it, to keep kind of, but at the same time you might be digging a hole, and the cop may start getting real suspicious. That may be the downside if you try it again and fail.
I mean, I feel like he's already getting real suspicious.
Well, he's a cop,
They're always suspicious.
so it's up to you. What do you want to do? It doesn't look like he's really buying it though.
Sure, why not? I'll
You don't
push
have
it. Why
to.
not?
You don't have to. You can just let it be.
Yeah, you can let it ride. That's enough. That's an option. You can let it
True.
ride.
He's technically telling the truth, though.
Well, yeah,
Just-
but
you're bending certain elements of it so that they all kind of
Right.
they're-
If he
Because
doesn't believe
we
you, what's he
don't-
gonna say? He's gonna arrest you?
on their
I don't believe you. It's not legal.
on their own. Like there's small twists that wouldn't mean anything, but like altogether they compound and raise a bunch of inconsistencies. And I think that's where he's catching on.
all right. So yeah, are you just gonna stand on the 96 there? You're fine with that?
I'm
Okay.
just gonna stay with that one.
All right. He's like, all right. If we need anything, I'll let you know. We may be able to let you guys go here fairly soon. You can get back to your husband and kids. I bet they're worried.
Of course.
Yeah. And he kind of walks away from you and gets down to Chin, or Shin. Pardon me.
He
he's
probably calls him Shin just to fuck with him.
He takes your name down. Looks at your license, everything, and goes, "Oh yeah, you're the mechanic other side of town, right? Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Benny's. Yeah, yeah. No, I've seen you around. How do you wind up with this lady and some kind of this woman, this housewife, and some sort of ladies' committee and her nanny, and a well-known architect and a priest in the middle of the night heading outside of town, heading out into the county? How do you go from there to going up to the second floor of the college?
Second floor. No, we
Start with a bad joke.
we were driving and we saw the nurse wander out in traffic. Apparently, we realized something was wrong at the college, so we pulled in and noticed the doors were open. Since there had been so much trouble going on around town, we decided to take a look. We didn't go upstairs. We headed straight to the infirmary.
I've been
There
told
we
you
found
guys
the,
set it up to the second floor.
He'll raise an eyebrow at that and be like, they must be mistaken.
All right. So that's when you and who were you with when you walked into the infirmary?
It was myself, Jay, Guy, and Eleanor.
It wasn't Eleanor. It wasn't Eleanor.
That was a player mistake. Not
Well, make
Eleanor.
up your mind. Make up your mind, sir.
Catherine.
It was Catherine. All right. And Eleanor, she, where was she?
She and Father Dan were remaining in the entrance to contact the police.
So did you know the kid or the security guard, either one of these individuals that got torn up?
I didn't know the guard. I'd heard that Mr. Gregson was a friend of Mr. McBirmingham.
So help me understand this. Why were you headed out into the country this time of night? Sun's down. What are you looking for out there? There's two cars full of people from. I mean, you got a priest, you got a PI, mechanic, housewife and her nanny, and a guy that builds buildings.
Is that so unusual? I'm sure your friends are police officers, I assume.
Don't bullshit me. You know it's unusual. What were you headed out to the country for? I want to know. And he's starting to get agitated with you now.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up. You hear?
Shen will light a cigarette and just say, I don't remember.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
since there's not a cinch bullshit roll, I'm gonna have the cop roll one more time on his psychology.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
And he's like, I think you know plenty, boy. You're not telling me. Why were you headed out to the country, or do you want to go to jail? Maybe your memory will come back if you sweat it out in the cooler overnight.
Hang on, isn't that illegal?
It's 1968. They don't care.
60.
They still
It's
don't.
1967, and yeah, yeah. A lot of shit flew back then that doesn't fly today.
Yeah, very much so.
Well,
Huh? Well, how's about it?
You think I've done something wrong, officer?
No, I'm asking you what you were doing out in the country with all these other folks. 2 cars full of you.
No, I'm telling you, it's not your business.
Don't get smart with me.
Oh
Don't get smart
no!
with me, boy.
Oh fuck!
These guys are in Rhode Island. I'm making them sound like they're in Georgia
I know.
or Alabama or something.
Now, Are we all in the same area where we?
You guys are all sitting out in front of the college, probably about 15 feet apart. I would say.
Oh, okay, but I don't know if we can hear.
Nah, you wouldn't be able to hear him.
Okay.
Hang on there, brother. I'm gonna fuck you up real good by putting you in the cooler, boy.
This is your
Hell yeah,
last
brother.
shot. This is your last shot. You can tell me why you were all headed out to the country, or yeah, I think we're gonna run you in. It's starting to sound fishy. I think maybe
Wasn't
we'll run the
whether
whole
heading
lot
out
in.
to the country was illegal, but do what you feel you have to, officer.
Oh, here we
Smartass.
go, boys.
You see him now take the cuffs off of his belt, and he cuffs you as you're sitting on the curb. He cuffs your hands behind you. Starts reading your rights.
see this?
Yeah, the rest of you see him arresting Shin.
At that point,
Guy gets
that point-
pissed.
At that point, Father Dan, he gets himself up. He walks over-
Whoa, Padre! I'll get to you in a second. You stay right the hell there.
Oh, it's just
You're
so
not
my
in
son.
this.
Well, I think before you arrest my friend there, maybe you should hear from me first.
I'm
Why
getting
are
to you.
putting our friend in cuffs?
I'm getting to you, and that's enough out of you, ma'am.
I don't think that's enough out of you. This
Because
is
listen,
absolutely
I'll tell you right now, I'm
No,
getting
you
a lot
can't
of differing information from all of you. We got a killer on the loose that's cutting people up, and suddenly you lot are found at the crime scene. So if I were you, I would.
like an architect, a mechanic, and
If I were
a
you, I'd start
concerned-
cooperating and start telling me the truth.
Sir, you have a dead man in there. Actually, several dead men in there. I believe that you need to deal with that.
Technically, there's only 2.
Eleanor sells.
Well, there's more than one. It's more than one, so it technically counts as several.
And he's like, "All right, that's enough lip out of you, or your husband can get you out of jail." I'm sick of it. It's late. Should be in bed. He walks over to you, Father.
Okay.
And he's like, "All right. So let's run through this, Father. You guys were in 2 cars. Where had you been before this? I know you were headed out to the country, but let's go back a couple hours. Where were you people? What were you doing?"
What did the others say?
I'm asking you, Father.
Well, I mean, if you got the information from them,
I'm asking you, Father.
Well, it says we were. Well, if did they tell you where they were going?
I'm asking you. You don't ask the questions here. I ask you. What were you doing before you guys got over here? I know you were headed to the country, but what were you doing before that? And why were you headed out to the country? I ask the questions here, Father, not
We
you.
were trying to help a young couple who were in spiritual distress.
A young couple.
Yes,
This Mary Alice Sims.
if that's what the other
the
said.
lippy one
Yeah.
over there talked about.
If
All
that's
right.
if that's what you say. If that's what you say.
All right. Who is the other part of this couple?
Did the others not tell you that?
I'm asking you. That's it. I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm running you into. And he actually motions for one of the other officers to come and he points. He goes, yeah, put him in cuffs. Right? I think we're taking him and the mechanic in.
The cuffs won't be necessary. I can just. But
I'll tell you what's necessary. All right.
Oh,
I'll
very
tell
well.
you what's necessary.
Very well.
Until then, if I were you, I'd maybe pipe down.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're not exactly asking it as well.
And he's already walked away from you, and you see him now.
Okay.
He's already walked off to you, and he's going back here to talk to Merv. And he's
Mhm.
and it looks like he and Merv are talking. He's going over his notes, and he's showing Merv different things, and then Merv's just sort of shaking his head. And then he points back over at you, and he points back over to the mechanic, and he points back over to Shin.
I was about to say, like, did you forget one of your players'
No,
names?
He points back. I was still thinking like the cop.
Oh,
Who
okay.
kept referring to him as the mechanic.
Mhm.
So yeah, you see him now pointing at the two of you, and then kind of holding his hands up like in front of him, like ease off a little, like he's trying to cool the guy down a little bit. And then he goes over to talk to Jay, and he actually offers you a hand up to help you up off the curb.
Thanks. I'll take his hand and stand up.
Yeah, don't thank me yet, dude. This is I mean, you and I go way back. We're good friends, but Jay, this is a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, before this happens,
okay, go ahead.
just
Or
real quick, before this happens, so based on what my knowledge of how the Hawthorne Police Department works, this is gonna be the third and fourth murders around here.
Yeah.
Would I be able to make a law check to see if they're just looking to see if they're just gonna say, yeah, these are the guys?
You
But I can make like a law check to know about that, or psychology?
if you want to try to make a law check or a psychology check, knowing the law check would be knowing how the law works, like what's legal, what's not illegal, et cetera, the different parameters that go into a law, like what has to be there to qualify for certain charges, et cetera, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Psychology is interesting because psychology, you could use that against what you know of the sheriff and how the department is run and what their likely motivation might be. So I'll let you pick between the two.
All right, I'm trying to think of how we're gonna get out of this. Are we gonna get out of this because we're playing into their psychology thing, or are we going to get the law between them? I don't think we can get the
Okay.
law to be on our side, so I think we'll do a
Um,
psychology check.
With the psychology, okay, given the fact that you are a former cop, number one, you would know that they can't hold you for anything. None of you are really implicated in the stuff that you guys had on you when you were found, originally by the original patrolman, because the first car that pulled up would have searched you guys when they separated y'all. So I mean, some of you had guns, yeah. Some of you, but nobody had like a fucking machete or something like that.
Coated in blood.
Yeah.
None of us were covered in blood. I don't even think.
No.
So you would think that number one, they can't really hold y'all for anything. They can tell you to stay in town so that they can ask you more questions in the investigation, but they don't really have enough to hold any of you on. The cop that cuffed the father and Shin is most likely doing it to try to intimidate them a little bit and get them to talk.
Okay.
Which is like shoddy, when it comes to the law. But at the same time,
air quotes.
At the same time, the department's probably under enough pressure that they're willing to try any damn thing at this point. So I would say that you wouldn't think that Sheriff Winslow would want to pin it on you guys, but in a flash, he may do something like say that we've got several persons of interests that we're looking at right now, in reference to a lot of you. Just to show that there's been some kind of progress.
All right.
Typically, like if he's going to hang a crime on somebody, he's going to look at like some kind of transient, degenerate, hobo, or something like that. Something that nobody's going to miss.
Not a priest and a
not a popular town priest with the best auto mechanic in town and a housewife and her nanny and a guy that built a lot of the newer buildings in town. Yeah, he's not going to try to pin it on.
Venkman's bringing up the baking wrench. God damn it!
Cool. All right, I think that's all the check I would need then.
Okay. All
right. So I'll just shrug a little bit and just run my hand through my hair, just comb to the side. Says.
Okay, go ahead.
So. All right. What do you got to hear?
All right. Number one, remember, we're here in the middle of the night. I warned you not to get involved in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, walk me through everything. What were you guys doing before you even got out here?
So we've been heading around town when we were stumbled across this hospital and saw a nurse running off in that direction. We wanted to see what was going on, so we went and checked inside and found that when we called you guys.
All right. What else can you tell me? According to this, everybody says you guys are heading to the country. He's looking at the cop's notebook now, the patrolman's notebook. Where
Yeah,
were you headed? Got to the country at this time of night?
we were heading out there to let's see. Do I fast talk now or because I
Yeah,
feel like
I'm gonna. If you, I'll tell you now. If you try to fast talk your friend, it's gonna be a hard success because this guy knows you.
he does
This
know
is someone.
me.
This
He
is someone
knows
who
that-
worked. Yeah, this is someone who worked alongside you.
Okay. Now, here can I ask one thing about this character?
Yeah.
Merv.
Mhm.
Does Merv is he kind of? I know he still works there and everything like that.
Yeah.
He is compliant with the stuff that goes on there. Does he try to find the truth, or will he do what Winslow says?
No, he. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, there may be certain things where he doesn't have a choice but to do what the sheriff says.
Yeah.
But for the most part, no, he's not like the sheriff. He's not. I mean, you know for a fact that like the sheriff is influenced by like the rich people in town and by the movers and shakers in the town to the elite people in town to get all this quiet, get everything under the rug. Let's move past all of if any awfulness pops up, deal with it, and so the town can move on and forget it.
So confusing peace with quiet.
But Merv isn't like that. Merv is like you. Merv wants to know the truth. He's a good cop. He's not a corrupt cop. Like he doesn't accept bribes, anything like that. He's a pretty straight shooter.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's only so much he can do to like influence the sheriff.
Merv, I'm gonna need to be straight with you for a second, but
Well, I hope so.
you're gonna have to put that notebook away.
All right. And he looks at you and stares, and his eyes kind of narrow, and then he puts the notebook back in his jacket. All right. This better be good.
There's some real stuff going on around here.
You don't say.
You've seen the crime scenes before. You saw the prints?
Yeah. At the yeah, I know what you're talking about. At the yeah.
There's something else, something bigger going on around here. The kids that Eli is with, there's some stuff going on with them, and we're trying to see if we can save as many people as we can.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know if I could really explain it in a way that could be believable.
I mean, help me help you, Jay.
Sorry, hold on. I move for a second. I'm trying to find the right word.
Jay walks away quietly to pass some gas. He doesn't want to crop up.
Yeah, you know.
Guys, I gotta take a shit. I'll be right back.
I really got to squeege. Grab back Murph.
I'm going into this. I thought it was gonna be something like some kind of wild animal, like it was like a bear or some kind of like a wolf or whatever.
Why are you going into this? First off,
Because there's something out there, something going on that needs to that I need to find out. Because it doesn't add up. All these questions, all these things we keep seeing.
like what? I mean, yeah, we found some weird prints. I mean, it could be a guy in a costume. It could be some kind of deformed bear, some kind of bear. I mean, it could be a lot of things, Jay.
Be a lot of things, but I don't think it's that. I think it's something way worse out there, and it's just gonna keep going out and killing more people. Now, we may look like a bunch of random persons, but we've made some progress on this. Merv, I need
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
to give us a little bit of time on this.
How much time, Jay?
Well, I'll kind of take a glance, like I guess, like in the distance, looking at the group,
Okay.
and look back and say, 24 hours. We go. If we don't find anything, or if we disappear, I'll make sure you get all the. I'll make sure you know everything. But give me 24 hours, and then I'll give you everything. But this stuff is dangerous. This kid who was involved in all this stuff, like them teens doing this crazy things. What happened to him?
We only
Where he
got
went-
one. We only got one name on these kids. You said one of them was Mary Alice. That's Mary Alice Sims.
And the other was
Who's the other one?
Clark
Clark Evans.
Clark Evans.
Oh, the quarterback.
Yeah, the one with the bum knee.
Yeah, the one with the Huh. All right.
It's something going big here, and it's not going to see the light of day if it gets wrapped up and just given to some transient. We're trying to figure it out now.
All right. He kind of rubs his chin.
I need to make a persuade check or
Yeah,
something.
give me a persuasion check, but you get a bonus dice because he's your bestie or one of your closest friends. Anyway.
I'm actually not that good at telling the truth. I'm better at lying, but I might have to spend a lot of luck here.
Well, we'll see.
One more.
All right.
Oh!
Roll the bonus dice. Ooh.
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 Yeah, so that becomes a 42 instead of a 32. With a 32, you'd have to spend 22 luck to get you there.
22 luck for get this. Okay.
Okay. Or you could push the roll.
No,
But it may wind up pissing your,
I'm not
okay.
gonna roll a 5.
Okay. All right.
I want to see that happen, though.
But I'm gonna push my luck until it
Oh.
comes out. I have 5 luck left.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
no!
All right, Jay. All right. Well, so yeah. Merv nods, kind of squeezes your shoulders, like, all right, well, I get there's stuff you don't want to tell me. There's, but you bought yourself 24 hours. I'll find a way to get Winslow off of you until then. And as he says that, you both look back and you see Sheriff Winslow now staring directly at you, Jay, from the wide open doors here in the front of the college.
Oh, that's not
And he's
good.
smiling. He's got that smile, Jay, that he shows to the townsfolk, that the townsfolk always look to in times of need. That reassuring smile that Jay, is actually pretty sinister.
Is it like that? Is it like that Willy Wonka smile from that one Tom and Jerry movie?
Sure. So that's what you see. You see the, you see the sheriff that now is looking at you with a little of annoyance, and starting to think maybe this is somebody I could pin something on.
I've got my grim frown on since I've seen that kid, and it's just gonna stare right through him, a 1,000-yard stare before I look back to Merv.
All right. So yeah, you see Merv come over here by the sheriff, come back here, and they start talking. They talk for about 30 seconds, and then Edwards turns around to the patrolman that questioned everybody and snaps his fingers. Patrolman comes over here and takes the cuffs off of you, Father, and you, Shin.
Mhm.
And then just walks away. Looks at the rest of you, and he kind of speaks up. All right, you're all free to go. Don't leave town.
Of course,
Wouldn't dream
my
of
son.
it.
Thank
And then-
you.
Oh,
And then
there's-
then the patrolman starts helping the coroner. The county coroner has arrived now, and they're carrying a couple of stretchers up these steps to get inside.
Let's all go. Just head to our cars.
Yep.
that sounds like a plan.
I'm like
her arms crossed, be very bristling, like, I'm telling May about this. She will get him fired.
I'm gonna call the manager.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna call the mayor.
All right. So, so where do you guys go from here? You've been released. As you're looking back at Winslow and Merv talking, Merv turns around and gives you kind of a thumbs up, but he's also kind of grimacing, like in a, you bet, 24 hours.
Yeah.
You best got
You know.
this. You best got this mystery solved.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and you see him just turn back around, and he and the sheriff follow the coroner and the 2 stretchers down further into the college,
All right.
down toward the infirmary.
Everybody, look, the police are gonna get with 4 murders in total. They're gonna start, looking around and getting a lot more harsh with this. We can't keep getting caught, showing up, like being where this stuff is, or things aren't gonna go well. I got us some time. Where they're just gonna back off for the moment, but we need to figure out where they are, and fast. I said it. I'd give them 24 hours before before I go and have to tell them everything we found, whether they believe me or not, which I'm sure they won't. And this will just keep happening, no matter whatever the newspaper says.
Well,
So
I think the first place we need to start looking is in those woods to the west. I mean,
And
it's,
as the father mentions that, Eleanor, you've got kids at home and a husband that is probably wondering where the hell you are. And it's we're gonna say right now it's at least like 9:45, almost 10 o'clock at night.
We'll be able to do this in the morning.
I think morning would probably be best, because I don't think it's something we need to be doing in evening hours.
Mm-hmm. And just with this
I mean,
thing,
so far the
just
attacks have all
right
taken
now,
place in the.
I'm worried.
Mhm. Yes, because you got a home to go to and everything like this, and
if we save this for tomorrow, then we're gonna have to be basically just ready to be gone the whole day. I'm ready to go tonight.
Likewise, the longer we let this go on,
Yeah,
well,
someone else might get hurt.
Exactly.
Guy speaks up. I promised Catherine I would stay with her tomorrow. We had things happen.
if we're gonna go
by the way.
tonight, I might need to get a few things
Catherine,
just in case.
would we be able to stay with us for a few more hours? We'll be late, but we'll get.
We can end this
I'll
tonight.
just be back at the house so I can get the kids to school in the morning. I'll be fine. I've had long nighters before.
I don't want you all to go out without me. What if you get hurt?
Yeah.
I understand, but you need to be with the kids. Make them feel a sense of normalcy.
It's just for a few hours, Eleanor.
I don't want us to get split up, though.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Especially with what happened to Eli here.
Yeah, if we can end this tonight, it's the right thing to do.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, again, if we're going to go tonight, I need to stop by St. Anne's to get a few things if we're going to be heading out there.
So
Fine,
much
we'll
for
head
food
over
and
there
water.
to that part of town, and then we'll head out.
Okay, very
All right,
good.
so Eleanor's going home.
Eleanor's going with them.
Okay, so everyone's going with them. Everyone's going to go. Guy, you're going out with them as well still?
Yeah, can Guy get a payphone? Can Guy find a payphone real quick?
Yeah, I mean, it's 67, dude. There's payphones everywhere.
I know,
Mhm.
just
They're
Guy,
only
Guy,
like
needs,
time,
Guy,
yeah.
needs, Guy needs to find a payphone real quick.
It's only a matter of time, though. Car phone's
Alright.
right around the corner.
All right.
All right, so you're here at the college. You're leaving here at the college, in the 2 cars. You do find a. Actually, let me look on the map here. Let's find a good spot at where where a payphone, the closest payphone might be. Let's actually reason this out here.
Probably be over here.
The college, yeah.
I mean the college, yeah, but there's no. Yeah, the college is not.
Not open.
Yeah, they're not take kindly you guys walking back in and asking if you can use the phone.
We could ask though.
The cop's like, I almost arrested you just to intimidate you, brother. Don't you,
Persuasion.
We'll see. 39 down here at this intersection. This is kind of a business block right here around 39. You probably find a payphone over here. So,
Right.
So the two cars pull down here to 39 so that you guys can use the payphone. Folks can call anybody they need to. I know Guy wants to call Catherine. Eleanor, are you going to call home or no?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Guy, let's go ahead and deal with your phone call first.
All right, guy calls home to Catherine. Ring 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 ring, ring 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 ring.
Yeah, she picks up the phone like really quickly. She's like, "Yes,
Cat, it's me.
Guy, where are you?
I'm a couple blocks away from the college.
Get home. I'm worried."
Hang on real quick.
Are you kidding? You hang up on her?
No. I just had to laugh there for a second.
Neil, you gotta man up and tell her how it is.
Listen here, woman. Okay, so anyways, back to being in character.
Yeah.
Eli, he's gone.
He's gone. What? He drop out of college?
No. We've been looking into Mary Alice, and Eli was part of that. I took Eli to the campus infirmary because he was decrepit, Cat. If you had seen him, you would have barely recognized him.
Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Because we were busy, and I knew you were busy. But we were out, and there was a break-in into the campus. And oh God, I went into the infirmary, and he was in pieces, Catherine.
How did that happen, Guy?
We don't know yet, but we think Mary Alice and Duncan had something to do with it.
Well, why is it your place to solve this? Just tell the police and come home.
I have a feeling the police won't actually handle this.
And you hear a bandit in the background. Ruh, ruh.
They'll pin it on someone, and they'll say that they did it, and then they'll pretend things go back to normal, and they won't. So, if someone's gonna solve it, then it'll be us.
Guy, you're an architect.
I know.
This doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but neither does anything surrounding these murders. Look, we're going out towards the country for a little bit. We're gonna see if we can find Mary Alice and stop them before anything worse happens.
Who's Mary Alice?
One of the people that Eli was associating with. Like I promise that.
I don't understand any of this, Guy. And I'll be honest, I can't say that I'm still going to be here when you get home.
Oh no.
I understand.
Well,
And there's a click on the end of the receiver.
Eli hangs up the phone. Or not Eli, Guy hangs up the phone. Whoever needs to make their call next, get it done.
All right, who's next on the phone? Eleanor? Oh, we gotta wait for Eleanor to get back. Junie always leaves at the like the most
Right.
inopportune time.
pull up the map again. Let's see those dots.
Here's a quick question. Here's a quick question while everyone's working. Does anyone have a stamp?
Guy checks his pockets.
Like in a glove compartment or something like that?
Oh, like a postage stamp or like a stamp.
Everyone give me luck checks.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Oh
Jay.
no! Wow.
Poor Jay down to 5 luck. Oh my god.
Oh
Really
no.
down on his luck.
Nobody has a stand.
Junie, are you back yet?
JJ was like, I'm gonna run my luck to the end of the line. Well, guess that luck didn't run very far.
The heck?
Nobody has a stamp between everyone.
No. Wasn't the post office?
Well,
I get
the
that.
post
I get
office,
that.
post office is probably closed.
It's funny because I had a 27 luck, just a few minutes ago.
Easy come, easy go.
I mean, yeah, there's a post office. Post office is not open at 9:30 at night. Oh my god. All right, we'll have to wait until Junie gets back. Cause we'll let Junie have her roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
I guess I'll take the opportunity to have Shen talk to Guy real quick and say, everything
Yeah.
all right?
No, but it'll have to be. Cat,
Oh, while
Cat's,
this is going. Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, do you want to do your thing?
Now,
No,
what
no,
were
no.
you-
Go, no. I didn't know you. I thought you were. I know you were.
Yes, please. We're all interested to know what Guy's thoughts are. God damn.
Well, I was asked, so.
No, that's what I'm saying. We are.
I thought you were being sarcastic. I thought you were being sarcastic.
Big drama. I want to know what's going on through Guy's head right now. Guy's torn. Number one, like he feels like he has to do this. On the other hand, like he may lose Eleanor, or not Eleanor. He may lose Catherine overall.
That's the redemption. Guy and Eleanor is the redemption arc.
That was that was the whole thing. That was the whole purpose of putting pressure on you, of putting pressure on Guy.
It's been a rough night for Guy. Like he
Yeah, it
found
is.
his girl was pregnant. He found out his
Yeah, I wasn't being sarcastic.
Yeah.
We kind of want to know what's in Guy's head right now.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get back into character because
God damn.
Kat said she may not be there when I get home. And that on top of seeing Eli torn to bits on that bed. I hope this is well worth it. It has to be.
It's up to us to make it so.
So yeah, I mean, Guy, you all you could think about after you calmed down and didn't go, stop, used every bit of your, of your willpower to not go insane. That was the first thing you thought about after all that had settled down, was that you just wanted to see Catherine. And now Catherine may not be there.
Kat's pregnant, by the way. That's not important. I think I mentioned we were engaged, but
I think you told everybody that at the before you guys went into the
okay.
apartment complex.
Shit,
Yeah.
did I? Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Never mind. Strike that from the roleplay then.
All right, Junior, are you back? God damn.
Oh man.
Judy!
Anyone have anything
Not back in
else
5 minutes.
going
Payphone's
on?
out of order.
While everybody's going to the payphone, Father Dan's sitting in the car, and he is looking through that black book that they found at Mary Alice's apartment.
Okay.
He's listening to some.
And he wants to see if he can pick out, like, because he can read the Latin there, but he wants to pick out. He knows a little Latin, but he wants to see if he can figure out like what some of those phrases are.
All right, give me a roll Latin.
Okay. Here we go.
I believe in you.
Oh, nuts. Okay, I can try to push it.
Well,
That's a.
it's not really. Not really.
Yeah.
The book bursts into flames.
I don't know how you push this, and
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
Actually,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. If you want to push it, I'll let you push it. But some consequences might be something happens to the book itself, like you might drop it and it lands in a puddle or something like that.
Nah. Okay. I'll keep. I'll let it ride.
Okay.
Father Dan's like, I'm gonna listen to some Christian rock on the radio. That'll make everything better.
Yeah, 1960. That'd be pretty. I don't know if
But
there's much
but
more.
I'll say that the rest of you do notice that the father starts looking back to that thing that he was talking about back in the apartment. I'll let you all notice that because some of you may have interest in that.
Interesting read.
I don't know. A lot of it looks like it's oh, this is Shen. A lot of it looks like it's gibberish, I think. I can maybe pick out a few words here and there, but
Do you mind if I can try?
I don't know. Well, see what you can see. I mean, yeah, if you see what you can do it, you can see what you can make out of it, but I rather not. I rather this not get out of, you know, be passed around too much. You can, I have a bad feeling about this thing.
I mean, it is just a book.
Well,
There's
think of it
power
this.
in knowledge.
Think of it this way, Jay. Mary Alice. Apparently, this is what she believes very strongly in, whatever this book is. And if she had anything to do with what's going on with this business, well, I'm saying this is something. This is probably something that's probably not exactly um something that this could be this thing could be potentially dangerous. I don't know. Oh, I mean, but if you want to see if you can make out what it says, you can try. I mean, and see what you can make out of it, and so you can try.
With like an insatiable amount of curiosity, I'll say, yeah, sure. Let's take a look. I'm gonna flip it open and take a look at some of the pages.
Okay. um.
Chapter 1. Why goats are cool.
Yep.
So the thing is, Jay, as you're looking through this, I don't think you have any other languages.
No.
So yeah, some of it you recognize just by the way it's spelled out. The way the words look. Some of it looks like it may be Latin. The Arabic, you're not really sure. You may not have ever seen that before, not being able to really specify what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, same with the Greek. You're not really sure what you're looking at, but the diagrams look pretty funky.
Mhm.
And the only reason I wanted everybody else to get a chance to look at this book because this is something that you guys could study and potentially use later. But I think Father was like, no, I need to get this the hell off Earth right now. This
Yeah.
is,
Into the
So-
fire.
yeah. So I didn't want to throw that out there and then have somebody miss a chance to
Oh yeah.
express interest in it, like a loot item or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so would I be able to see if I can start making sense of the diagrams and everything like that, trying to understand it? He's trying to understand this.
Give me an intelligence check. Okay.
Ooh. Nice.
While you don't know the words, you don't know the languages, you don't know the words.
Mhm.
You would definitely think that based on what you've heard so far, based on the information that everybody else has gathered and that you have gathered from conversations or books, that this is probably some kind of spell book, for lack of a better term, that Mary Alice thinks is real.
You do this and some odd thing happens.
Right. And as you're looking through it, you do notice one of the diagrams looks like you see two diagrams are on opposite pages on the left side. Well, not even diagrams or drawings. One of them looks like a terrifying creature that is a large trunk. Oh, thank Christ. Like a large trunk with huge legs and tentacles all coming out of the top of it with a gaping maw that seems to be dripping some kind of white substance from any number of 1,000 teats hanging off the front of it.
What the fuck did I miss?
We started watching The Last Jedi.
On the opposite page, you see a large, vaguely humanoid-looking creature covered in fur with enormous horns and terrifyingly sharp claws and fangs and the hooves of a goat.
Goodness.
All right, and I'll leave.
Definitely a bear.
I'll leave us with that while Eleanor uses the phone to call home. Finally, oh my god,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what did I miss?
a whole lot of us stalling until you got back.
Sorry.
That's
It's
right.
okay.
Guy got engaged and broken up with in the same night.
Dang.
Well, you don't know that you're broken up with. Catherine said, basically said, okay, I may not be here when you get home because he's sounding crazy. All right, Eleanor. So you call, you use payphone to call home.
That's right.
All right. After 2 rings, your husband answers out of breath. Hello, who is this? Eleanor, is this you?
Mike, are you alright?
I just ran from across the house. Honey, is Lucy with you?
No, she's not. What do you
That
mean?
damn dog.
Wait, where is she?
She's gone. I don't know where she is. The dog went missing. She went off. I think
How
she
long
just ran out to
ago?
go find the dog. Eleanor, it's been at least probably an hour or so now. I'm about to get in the car and try to go find her.
Mike, I'll be right there. She's gonna hang up.
All right.
Oh god.
Yeah, over to the rest of everyone. I need to go home. Lucy's gone missing.
Wait, who's going? I thought the dog.
We didn't hear any of that.
What?
We didn't hear any of
You
that.
need to
yet.
be over here. You need to get over here. You can't be.
Woman,
I said Lucy's missing, but I thought the dog was supposed to be with them.
Apparently the dog ran off and Lucy ran off after it. We need to get back over there. I don't know where she is.
Cornelius.
All right. So Eleanor,
My dog.
Wow. Eleanor and Catherine are freaking out right now. What are you guys doing?
I think Father's probably thinking, yeah, if you need to go home and find your kid, I mean, I think that should be. I think go. I mean, you know, we can wait for you to get back, or meet us back at the St. Anne's, or
let's go to St. Anne's and get
Eleanor,
things.
I can drive you and Catherine there.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
all right.
She couldn't have gone far.
All right. So Father, who's going to the church? Father, Guy, and who? Chen.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm driving them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
By the way, Eleanor, do you happen to have a stamp? Worry about her kid.
I'm coming home.
Yeah, you didn't make a stamp roll. We'll let you roll it. We'll let you. Actually, since you're at home, I'm not even going to make you roll. I mean, it's 1967.
We'll
People have
do that when
stamps.
well, no, I'm not going to add. No, don't worry about it.
The only reason I was willing to do like a luck roll for everybody would be like, yeah, I got one in my car. Yeah, wait, I got one in my wallet just for like emergencies or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So Eli, Shen, and Father Dan
Mm-hmm.
are going to head off to the over to St. Anne's.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to get
Which
to
is
St.
it?
Anne's. Hang on.
Which is not very far, I don't think.
It's
I
not.
think
It's not.
Yeah.
But we're let's see. Where did I put St. Anne's? So many maps. Only there was a way to.
Ew.
You just closed what?
I just closed the map legend. 1 second.
Mhm.
It's 19.
No. I got to find the actual roll 20
sorry.
thing. Which that's okay. It's okay. Oh God, I found it. If only there was a way to search that by name, that'd be so super.
Yep.
All right. Give me a second. Put that there. Put that there. All right, so we're about to go to St. Anne's. You'll have to ignore the fact that it's daytime. I didn't make a dark St. Anne's
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
map.
Alright.
I should stop calling these maps. We need a better word for them.
Locations.
Backdrops.
There you go. Yeah, backdrop.
Backdrops.
Backdrop is good. All right. So yeah, you guys pull up to St. Anne's. What do you do?
Father Dan is going to say, okay, if you want to come inside, I just have to get a few things, from my living quarters. But feel free to spend some time inside. And so he's going to go walk to where the living quarters are. As he does so, he's going to check on to see if Colin McMaster's Father Colin is asleep, well rested or anything.
All right, so you go and check on Father Colin up in his room, and Father Colin is fast asleep.
Mm-hmm.
There are several empty whiskey bottles by his bed, and an ashtray full of butts.
He's gonna take the time to take the whiskey bottles out of the room and put them in the trash thing, and
You should recycle those.
well,
And you notice as he's sleeping, even while he's asleep, he's broken out in like a cold sweat and still looks very pale.
mm-hmm. He's Father Dan will sigh and basically kind of like make sure he's well covered before he leaves, and then he goes to his room. And he goes to his room. He goes to his dresser drawer, which is locked. Unlocks it. And from the dresser drawer, he gets out a copy of the Roman ritual. Also gets some holy water. Big large crucifix thing that's stored with stoles and stuff like that. Kind of has a little valise thing that he puts it in. And as he opens it, and the last thing that's there is his service pistol.
Okay.
And he's wondering, he kind of has his hand over it, thinking and almost saying to himself, should I take this? And he's kind of, but again, he's kind of like, because he swore he'd never pick it up again.
You hear four other voices cry out in a meta level, take the f***ing gun.
Oh, right. He's like, but he takes the gun and he's like, he sighs. He's like, he says, Father, forgive me. And he puts the gun also in the valise thing because he doesn't know whether he's going to have to deal with. And then he's going to take the book, that the black book of Marialis, and he says he's kind of wondering if he probably he's kind of thinking, so he puts it in the drawer and he locks it.
Okay.
And before he leaves, he writes himself a message, and he says, and there's a note. It says, for Christopher. He says, in case something happens, look in the drawer. Should tell you what you need to know. Folds it up, puts it on, like kind of folds it up, puts it on like on the dresser, leaves it there for him.
Okay.
And then he walks out to where the others are, carrying his little satchel in hand. Just
right.
yeah.
All right. So Father Dan comes out of the church. What do you guys want to do?
Shin will put out his cigarette and say, "Should we go check on the others?"
Yes, let's.
All right.
Let's
Drive
go.
up to the residence up there.
All right. So we'll go down to Eleanor's house. You guys aren't here yet. You're still in the church. So you guys pull up, and I think Jay drove you over there.
Yes, I did.
The porch light is on, and as you come inside, probably rather hurriedly, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, I'll, like sprint inside.
You see Ben on the couch, looking very worried. He's watching the news. Probably just out of having something on so he doesn't have to just sit there in silence. You don't see any sign of your husband, but you recall that your husband said he was going out in the car and trying to find Lucy. Ben's watching the news program. It's talking about the casualties that are mounting up in Vietnam. What do you do?
I'm gonna run over and hug Ben, and she's gonna be like, "Do you know where your dad went? Do you know where Lucy is?"
Dad's out looking for Lucy. Lucy went after Cornelius.
Alright.
He ran out. He started barking, and then Lucy opened the door to try to see what he was maybe barking at, and to try to get him, try to stop him from running off or something. But yeah, no, Cornelius just ran off, and Lucy just She just tore off after him, yelling out Cornelius, and then that was it. We didn't see her.
Ben, I'm glad you stayed here. Do you know which direction they went in?
I don't.
Right. Catherine, could you stay here with him? I'm gonna go out and look for your sister, alright?
I turn
And-
to her and I'm like, no, I'm gonna find my dog. And you die.
And as you
Yes.
as you two start talking, Ben starts crying now. He's just a little boy. This is all a bit much for him, and he looks up at you now, Eleanor, very very worried, tears all coming down from his eyes. And he's like, "Mama, I don't want Lucy to die."
I'm not gonna die. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna find her. She's probably just lost.
The paper always talks about those people getting murdered all the time now.
Oh my goodness,
Is
Ben,
Lucy
she's
gonna get murdered?
not going to be murdered. She's gonna be just fine. But Eleanor's also gonna be like about to cry.
Yo, you're totally jinxing it right now.
That'd be dark. This is Skyrim. You can't kill the kids.
This is okay.
Well,
Ugh.
I mean, since when have we cared about getting dark in this group?
I know. Yeah.
We're
So
trying to make sure the corgi kill count is not 100%. All right, that's what we're trying to do.
Cool.
it's a the KD ratio is 1.0.
All right.
I'm just saying. Look, you know who I am. You know how I roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So yeah. As that's going on, you hear a car pull out up front, and it's the others.
Mm-hmm.
Eleanor's probably gonna like.
It's
go
me.
rush
I'm your
thinking-
husband.
I didn't hear any of that. What?
Probably gonna go rushing out on the front porch thinking it might be Mike and Lucy. But
Yeah, it's not Mike and Lucy.
Okay. Yeah, Father Dan will go up. He says, "Is everything okay?" We'll go up and say, "Is everything okay?"
she's missing. She ran off after the dog, and she hasn't been back in like an hour.
Hold on. Let me. May I come inside and is your son still here?
Yes, he is. Come in.
Okay, so Father Dan comes up to, goes inside. He's probably gonna go see, and he probably sees Ben sitting on the couch.
Yeah, Ben's sitting on the couch. He's a wreck right now. He's a
Okay.
very sad little boy, worried about
Is
his older sister that he gets along with.
He says, and so he basically sits across, like, I guess in a chair from him. He goes, oh, he takes the rest of this. Oh, hello, Ben. Do you mind if I sit?
And he shakes his head and he kind of sniffles a little bit.
Hmm.
Maybe wipes his eyes.
So you mind telling me? So you mind telling me what happened?
And
Take your time. Take your time.
yeah, so he relays exactly, precisely what I had him just tell Eleanor. I'm not going to.
Right. He just okay. Well, you're a brave man. You're a brave boy. And but what I was wondering is, so the bar. So you said that what is the dog? Cornelius? Strange name for a dog. And again, my dog's name is Nero. But oh well. What was the dog? Was there anything strange about what the dog was barking at? Just
I didn't see whatever it was barking at. It just barked, and Lucy was like, "What is it? What are you barking at?" And she opened the door, and he took off, and she ran off after him.
You didn't hear anything before that. I
just told you everything I saw, Father.
Okay.
I'm not lying to you.
I don't think
I
I
don't lie.
think
I'm a good boy.
you are indeed. He says but we're gonna help find your sister. We're gonna help find your sister. All right.
Daddy says liars go to hell.
That's true. They do. But that's why we have penance.
Yeah. It's harsh reality. Like, that's correct. Yes.
That's correct. Here is how to get out of that.
He says, but that's what penance is for. And I'm Jesus, but we are going to help find your sister. I promise you that. But your best, we
What I miss?
make sure prayers would be helpful too. So,
While we're having this conversation, Eleanor's gonna have gone into the kitchen and just kind of like ready to dig through your cabinet. She's probably gonna make like some hot chocolate for Ben or something.
mhm.
As you're making the hot chocolate for Ben, Eleanor, my God, this kitchen is a mess. You left it with Jay, or not with Jay. You left it with Michael. Pardon me. And there's junk food still on the counters. There's some dried ice cream, kind of
Corn-
on the
Obsessively
table.
cleaning.
There's corn pop.
No, he wasn't eating corn pop. I said last time he was eating ice cream out of the carton and waiting. There was no Jiffy Pop because Eleanor never put it on.
Damn.
Oh, one question. Before I go, Ben, what door did the dog did Cornelius go out of?
The front
Was
door.
it front door? Okay. Well, thank you. I just want to check something real quick. I'll be right back. And so he goes to the front door.
Okay.
And he's just gonna go kind of down where the steps are and kind of go out to the lawn. And he wants to see if there's anything, because he's got a really bad feeling about this. Something,
Give
He
me
wants to
give me a spot hidden check then.
Yeah, he wants to see what kind of, if he can see anything on the ground.
And you're just around here on the front lawn.
Oh, nothing. Oh man, yeah, just around the front area.
Yeah, nothing. In fact, everything looks good. You do find what looks like a little bit of Cornelius dew, kind of behind behind one of the bushes. But
Just out of-
no.
Now, is there any kind of like woods or any kind of thing that doesn't like in the back, like off in the distance, or this is just pure suburbs or anything like that?
So I'll take us back up to the big map.
Okay.
So Eleanor's house is here at 36, and I think, hang on, let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Is here at 36.
Okay.
There's a couple of blocks, just of houses going this way.
Mm-hmm.
But there is like a little park across the street, like in one of the block across the way.
Mm.
Like a small little park. It's got like a tiny little pond. It's more like a dog park, really.
Do you guys see anything?
Can I run a spot hidden check?
Well, no. Like the orientation of.
Yeah, I know.
Are.
That's out of character. That's
Oh.
what I'm thinking, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, Father, would he be familiar very much with the kind of where the area, the layout is? Like,
I mean, Father's been here a while. He probably doesn't go tooling off, like into the woods or anything.
Mm-hmm. But he does kind of look towards that direction.
Yeah, you'd be looking off in this direction. You would know that there's like a kind of a park, like I said, across the way. Actually, we'll say it's a couple blocks down. A
Okay.
little dog park around there. But you would know that like that's kind of the outskirts of town, and that they would start getting woody after that.
Yeah, and so he, I know who else who's kind of nearby. Like you could look at or Jay or Shen or whatever it is, and
Well,
Or
hang
a
on,
cat-
because Eli said he wanted to make a not Eli.
Yeah.
Guy said he wanted to make a spot hidden check. See if he
Right.
sees-
That's pretty grave.
all right, go ahead, Guy.
Okay. Hang on.
Yeah, you don't really see much
Ooh.
around here.
Yeah, I'm not rolling. I'm not spending luck on that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not. That's like
Okay.
almost all of it. I think that actually is all of it. I don't even think I can. I think I get like 1 luck left.
All right, Jay, you're out front as well. Do you want to make one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a quick check. I want to start getting a look around, and I wanted to ask if Eleanor wanted to go searching herself. Oh my goodness.
No.
oh no,
Oh.
man.
I have 5 luck.
Don't no no.
I mean, am I gonna roll a 5 later if I have to roll luck? I don't know if I will. I might roll a 3 though. You know what?
Or-
Here, this is for fun, and I don't think I'll need it later. I don't think I'll need it
All
later.
right,
I don't
all
think I'll
right.
need it later.
You're down to 2 luck.
2 luck.
Um,
Yeah, baby.
One more than I need.
You don't see anything here in the yard, but across the street you do see what looks like tracks heading out west, but they're dog tracks.
Okay. Hey, everybody, come on. I think I see some tracks. Can we get some flashlights?
Yeah, I have one in my car.
Guy gets a
Okay.
flashlight, I guess.
I'll hand them out, and I'm gonna start running towards the dog tracks because.
Yeah.
Hold on, everyone, just stick together. Let's go.
Father's basically carrying his valise
It's
with all
Jalen.
the stuff as he's following the others. Probably has a flashlight too
And
from
stay at the
someplace.
house.
Somebody.
And
Okay.
everybody,
Well, hang on, because Father didn't say he's probably got a flashlight like when he left the church.
Yeah, I know that he's
So-
he's gonna go back inside, and he says to Eleanor, he says, "We may have found something."
can I?
It looks. I think Jay says he saw something like this. Do we have any extra flashlights?
Yes, here, I'll grab some. They're in the utility closet.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got two flashlights in the utility closet, Eleanor.
Venkman asked if you guys feel lucky, punks.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think Jay does.
Lucky.
Let's see. No.
Oh no!
I am not.
All
feeling
right,
very
all
lucky.
right. So yeah, Eleanor, you fish out the two spare flashlights. What do you want to do?
Hand
you
it
give
both
them to?
over.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it looks like
Let's
there's
go.
a park. There's a park nearby. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
but let's,
across the street.
let's just follow.
Yeah.
the track.
I think maybe that's where they went. Maybe if that's I don't know if you want to stay here with Ben or you want to come with it or
To
take
stay
Ben
with
up.
Ben. Just please, if you find her, please bring her back.
Oh, we will.
All right.
Okay.
So Eleanor, you're staying behind with Ben. Eleanor.
Yes.
Okay. Eleanor staying back with Ben. Catherine, what are you doing?
I am going with.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's your dog after all.
It's my dog and also my job.
So everyone except Eleanor, I'm assuming you're going, or what does Shen do? What does Guy do? Do you guys stay there with Eleanor, or do you go with Jay and
I'd
Father?
like to look. I'll get a flashlight out of my toolbox in my car, and then
Okay, that's reasonable.
Yep.
All right. So
Oh,
you guys,
Catherine's just going like, fuck them kids, my dog.
Right.
so you guys start heading, to the dog park a block over. You find
Following
more.
Jay. Yeah.
You find more muddy tracks. And now you see at the dog park, you see now what look like footprints, kind of fresh footprints. And I'm giving this to you just because you spent your last luck, Jay, or most of your last luck. That would approximate, like a teenage girl.
Okay.
Should've made
Alright,
it
awesome.
for
Looks
that.
like we're going the right way. Let's keep going.
And as you reach over to the dog park, way off in the distance, you start to not off. Well, I say off in the distance, like much further back now, past the edge of town, towards the woods. You hear this.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
I turned my volume all the way up. I didn't hear it.
it's growling.
Oh.
It doesn't sound like Corgi
Oh, it's a dog.
growling.
All right, let's go.
That doesn't.
That's a dog. That's okay. Maybe that's.
It doesn't sound anything like a dog to you guys.
Nice.
Oh.
That sounds nothing like. That sounds nothing like a corgi.
Come on, let's go. Everybody, get
go.
your guns out.
Guy turns the fucking Magnum PI. Did it?
All right. Let's get
All
moving.
right. So you guys, first of all, you heard the noise out towards this way,
Mm-hmm.
but the tracks look like they're going off maybe this way.
Oh.
That's not good.
Well,
Kids, the
I'd say
priority.
follow the tracks because because that's where we gotta find. Because we're looking for Eleanor's kid.
Yeah, kids the priority.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
let's.
go find my dog and the kid.
All right. So if you want to continue following tracks, Since Catherine, since you're there, I'm gonna let you make the spot hidden check since everybody else already did their spot hiddens earlier.
Okay. This is not gonna be good.
You're gonna fail too. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna fail.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Real quick, in the flashlight, you find what looks like a set of Cornelius's prints being followed by what you would assume to be Lucy's prints, and they are headed off this direction.
God damn! Did we
Alright, we're
jinx
going
it?
this direction, guys. Let's go.
Let's keep going.
All right.
God, fuck.
So you head off into the darkness, chasing off after the tracks. And I'm going to say they're pretty easy for you to. You've kind of fixed in on them like a hound dog a little bit here, Catherine.
Boy, he's not getting any treats this week.
No treats
Dog
for a
standing over the corpse of the goat man.
Let's
He took him down.
see here.
Cornelius the Brave.
Matters in
Yeah,
his own
Cornelius
cause.
actually
Yeah.
finished the campaign for us, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, corgis can be vicious.
If anyone's seen Cool Cat Saves the Kids, Daddy
Those are
Derek's just
their
like,
one
look,
true
the
nemesis."
problem is solved.
What a
Alright.
twist ending that would be.
All right, give me a second.
Okay.
George is like,
I've got to remove Eleanor now from the map.
George is like, congratulations, Neil. You ruined your relationship with Catherine for nothing.
Yeah.
All
Can
right,
you
I'm gonna
imagine?
leave Eleanor's token on this map just so she can see.
Okay.
Like the dog barking with Cat. I was a little bit worried, like, oh no, is it gonna come for her?
Right.
All right, let me
This is it. Battle of the century.
copy this stuff
There's not
over
way to
here.
see out on it, but it makes sense.
Ah, fuck. My pretzel. Sorry.
Wow.
Right.
I'm eating goldfish actually.
Finished the popcorn.
I'm gonna have a granola bar. Haven't decided yet.
I have ice cream.
Oh, that sounds really good. What kind of ice cream?
I
Here,
had,
technically, as a reminder, folks, the father does not actually have his gun out. It's still his bag, so.
He has.
Thought about, like,
He has. All he
my
has. Is,
rifle.
all he
No, I'm
has
not
is
gonna
his
show up
knife.
with a rifle looking for a kid. Nope, should have brought the rifle. I have a probably like a wrench.
Brap, 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 brap.
Taking the goat man down with a wrench. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
We're Americans. We shoot first, ask questions later.
All right, let me make sure I've. Now, who's got the flashlights?
All of us.
Um,
I got
Hang on,
one.
hang on. I know Shen's got one because Shen said
From his
he,
toolbox in his
he
car.
took one from his toolbox in his car. So basically, the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna act like this is kind of dark vision around you, Shen.
Nice.
okay.
Oh god, where are we going on a battle map?
I think we are.
Oh
I mean-
no!
I mean, you run out into the woods in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
No.
turns out it's the cops.
Oh shit. Yeah, how's this gonna look?
Yeah, the cops were growling out in the forest.
That sounds
guy was
exactly.
really
That actually sounds like something the cops would do, though, George.
That guy was really pissed at Shen for giving him a hard time.
All right, so who has the two flashlights that were in Eleanor's house? Father has one, I think.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Actually, I need to have this where all players see the light as well, I think. Oh, hang on. I put that on Jay. Give me a second. Let me take it off Jay.
Normally I say me, but I'm holding two guns.
All right. So who,
I think I took one.
has- Guy, you want to have the other flashlight? Okay. All right. Give me a second.
I'll duct tape it to my gun.
Idea.
That's. if you
That's
want,
probably heavier than the barrel of your gun.
if
No,
you want to,
I'm-
I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. That's just.
Well, I mean, you said it, so okay.
Questioning.
I'm getting nervous. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
kill the goat man and we're gonna die horribly.
Hang
Oh
on,
my
let me
We're
reduce
just
the.
gonna pop it in the forehead and it'll be taken care of. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
Brap, brap.
You gotta
Just a
headbutt the
reminder,
bullet back at us.
Just a reminder. I think
Catherine's
all
gonna,
of those.
Catherine's gonna put both guns up, turn them sideways, and
Oh,
then
no.
unload
That's it.
you up.
He may be an
Just
eldritch horror, but that's gangster style. That's the rule.
just as not to worry anybody else anymore, but remember with the crime scene that every single one of those bullets missed.
It's
Just saying. Just saying.
Oh,
Probably
I can put
probably-
these at an angle. Sweet.
Probably because they didn't turn it sideways. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there
He
you go.
was trying to. That's why the goat man came after him.
Yeah.
But I gotta get him before he gets it sideways.
Everyone knows that eldritch creatures respect the street. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why Catherine always turns sideways.
Yep.
Ooh, this is actually going to be pretty cool. Hang on a second. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Because I actually have them angled up now like they're actual flashlights.
Okay.
Oh,
so
neat.
who doesn't? So out of the group, who doesn't have a firearm?
Doesn't have a firearm.
Yeah, like some kind of
I think everybody in this group has a firearm. Eleanor was the only one that didn't have a firearm.
Okay. Yeah. I
She has
didn't
a
know.
small child, so
Yeah. So I didn't. So I was making sure that every one of us had some kind of a weapon or something as we're going out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
here's a question while we're waiting. I'm working on some other stuff for D&D. Do you think a legendary action to take an extra turn is too much for a monster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give them villain actions. Let them do something at the end of, just give them another action that they can do anytime in the round on top of whatever legendary actions they have.
It's just I think it's a mechanic that hasn't been explored very much in Dungeons in 5th edition.
Yeah.
I think they're like
I don't think it's too much. I think it's too little. That's what I'm saying.
an extra
Yeah,
turn.
You need three.
So you know what? At the end of your turn, I'm just gonna go.
Give him villain actions. Break those actions up. Attacks, maybe attacks at advantage. Movement without provoking opportunity because it's so fast. All kinds of shit. You can fuck with people.
Yeah, but I feel
All
like that's bog standard. But anyway,
All right.
I think feeling you right.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to move out. All right. So I love that there's no passive perception in Call of Cthulhu.
Oh.
Yeah, Roland would have already
here we
seen
go.
like the monster in the
Hey,
next
there
turn
it
over.
is.
Like, there we go. That's him.
Hey.
All right. So Eleanor, you're on the map. You should be able to see a little bit.
Yeah, I can see the corner.
Okay. So as you come through the woods, and we'll say you guys have gone about we're gonna say you guys probably gone about half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile out into the woods. Going west.
Oh, okay. That's
Or
not
no,
too
going
bad.
to the northwest, trying to. From where you are, you can definitely see Overlook Hill.
Hmm.
One of the older houses in Hawthorne. One of the that's where the I think that's where the McMaster's families live. McMaster's mansion. Yeah, you can see Overlook Hill, which is where the McMasters live. That's their mansion up on the hill.
Okay.
Like way far back up on a hill. But you do see now. You see Lucy, who looks like she's fallen down and maybe hurt herself, and Cornelius is by there with her, kind of wagging his tail. But he's looking in between Lucy, like he's worried, and then he keeps looking back this direction, growling.
Okay.
I will
Father-
meet.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. Hang on. Father spoke first. Hang on.
Father will go over to where Lucy is. I don't know if he has to go here, so he goes right there.
Okay.
Is there anything looks like she's sprained anything or any kind of
The way she's, you can give me a medicine check.
Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure she's, let's see, or medicine. Oh, medicine's 1. Can I? What about first aid?
At 100 in medicine.
You can give a medicine check to diagnose what's happening. You don't know for sure
okay.
that like she's what she's got. You don't know if she's broken her ankle. You don't know if she sprained an ankle.
Okay.
You don't know if it's something else.
Yeah,
you can't really tell, and this is probably not the
You know
ideal
what?
circumstance.
Yeah, or I can go ahead and spend about maybe 12 luck points and make that a 1.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't.
I can do that.
Dude.
What?
While that medicine
Yeah.
check is happening,
Well, hang on, because Father said he wanted to do something, and then Catherine said she wanted to do
we're
something.
trying to get to Catherine. Sorry,
Yeah.
this is her job and her dog. Sorry.
I am running over to Lucy and I'm like, Lucy, oh my god, are you okay, dear little one?
And Lucy looks up at you. She goes, "Catherine, I hurt my foot. I didn't want anything happen to Cornelius."
I'm so thankful for you for keeping an eye on Cornelius. Cornelius, Will. I give him the side eye, the evil mom eye, and I'm like, you are not getting any treats this week, mister. You keep this up. And I'm going to get down. I'm going to start helping
Wait,
Lucy out. Can I roll first aid, please?
Quiet.
Again, you're gonna have to roll medicine first because you don't know what's wrong with her.
Okay. Where is it?
You're not the doctor. Like if Eleanor was here, yeah, you're starting to hear noises now, like you heard from further back.
Lucy.
Unsettling noises.
Lucy.
Yeah, Catherine, you don't know what's.
Unironically, George, you're freaking me the fuck out with those noises.
Yeah. Lucy. Lucy.
And at this point, Lucy's like looking off towards the sounds of the noises, like she's terrified.
Mm-hmm. Lucy.
Can
you walk? Can you stand up?
Yeah, but I'm not real fast.
We should.
Okay. Here.
So
Can I carry her?
Yeah, you'd be able to carry her. Yeah.
I'm going to pick her up and carry her on my hip. And I'm going to say, Cornelius, come.
Guy gestures and makes sure and moves to.
Time to go. Time to go now.
All right. So. Okay. Hang on. So Catherine's picking up Lucy and telling Cornelius to come with her. We're gonna do this. Okay. We're gonna just sort of put them all on the same token. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me put Catherine on first. Guy, what were you saying?
I was gonna make sure. I was gonna tell the other people holding the flashlights to move and make sure that they got past. Everyone.
Okay. So Catherine, you're leaving. Are you just gonna leave the area? Like you want to just GTFO back to the house?
My priority is getting both of them to safety.
Okay.
I'm going to look to the guys and say we should get out of here as quick as we can. I need to get them to the house. I'll meet you there, and I will start going.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna say that. We're just gonna say that Catherine takes off.
Guy turns to Shen. Are we booking or not?
We know it's here.
Yes.
We came here to finish this.
Can Guy turn his flashlight to face the noise?
I thought Guy didn't have a flashlight. Oh no, wait. Yeah, Guy does have a flashlight. Actually, yeah. Hang on.
I'll have a flashlight if he doesn't have one.
No, he does. There's a ray coming off.
Turn your token to the side.
Oh,
thank you.
How can you do that?
Oh, it's a top thing.
Grab the little spinner thing.
Oh, okay. And
Oh my
all I can do is.
Oh shit!
Oh no! I see it. Too.
Oh fuck! Someone's gonna die tonight.
I can't spin the dumb thing. I can't. Oh, this.
And hang on.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, this is fine. Hang on. Let me see. Where did I put this? This is what you see now coming out from around the side of that hill, in between that tree. You see a very large, very impossibly large creature with shaggy fur, goat hooves, and nasty horns. And it kind of shrinks back from the light now as you shine your light on it. I need everyone except for Catherine and Eleanor to give me sanity checks.
Oh, goody. Here we go.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
Oh fuck!
Oh, no. Oh, poor guy.
All right, so.
Soldiers succeeded. Or the soldiers.
Yep.
Listen, I see an enemy.
The Virgin Architect versus the Chad Vets.
All right, so let me tell you what's going to happen first. Father Dan, Shen, and Jay, you guys are going to take 1d3 sanity loss. I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll it for Jay. No, you know what? We'll just do a group roll.
Okay.
Cool.
You all lose 3 sanity.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
Good news is you don't go batshit crazy.
Yep.
Okay.
But this thing is terrifying. This
Yeah.
is easily the most gruesomest thing you've ever seen before. Guy, you're gonna take 1d6 sanity.
Do we want to roll it?
No, I'm rolling it.
Okay. So it's
Oh,
not.
guy. You lose 4 more sanity, but you do not lose 5 or more, so you do not go temporarily insane. Still, though, probably very unsettling.
No, yeah, kind of, yeah, maybe.
So right now you've got your lights on it, and it's kind of holding back. Like it's even got like its arm now up, kind of trying to shield its eyes.
I mean, I'm ready to unload on this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can start it off.
I cannot.
Do we wanna-
First
do we
of all,
wanna-
I can't.
Hang on. What, Father?
I can't turn my token to turn to the flashlight thing. How do you
Mike,
guys do
when you
that?
click it,
Put a token.
Yeah.
when
Click
you
your
the
token.
There's a
There you
little
go. You got it.
square on top, like over top of it, and when you hover over it, there'll be like a plus sign. Click it, and you can
Okay.
turn it away.
Okay. I can't because
you-
I can't see it.
Yeah, you have to hold and drag it.
Okay.
Oh, so have you selected your token where it's like the blue square around it that's selected?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do you see
Yep.
the little blue square above it?
No, I do not.
when you click on it, can you?
Oh, there. Wait a minute. I saw it for a second. Hold on. It's just very small. Oh, there we go.
It's really
Okay.
funny. Kind of hover over it. Then
Yeah. Okay. There we are. All right.
So now we have all 3 flashlights on it.
Yep.
And
All right. If you're holding the flashlight, if you've got a flashlight and a pistol, you can fire normally. You know, if you've got guns. But if you're using something that's two-handed, you're gonna be at a bonus or a penalty dice. Yeah. So Shen said he was firing first, so
Mhm.
that's gonna kick off our initiative.
Yeah.
On your sheets, you're gonna see. Let me pull up one of your sheets. Hang on. I think on the combat tab. Good thing your best
Turn
gun
tracker.
didn't just like piece the fuck out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna see now on the initiative tracker. It's on the combat section. I think it is.
Yeah. I have
Mm-hmm.
a score of 50. Do I have to click? Do I have to roll it or?
All you're doing is clicking it. Yeah.
Turn tracker. Okay.
Yeah. Turn tracker.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't have my token selected. Let me click. That.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got an email from the
That's okay.
school. Hang on.
All right.
Tell them you're busy. All right.
No,
I'm fighting a satyr.
Is it? Hang on. Initiative.
9:45. Shouldn't school be in bed?
My professor just emailed me.
All right. So Shen, Father Dan. I'll put the satyr on there.
I was watching a British YouTuber guy, and he pronounced it satyr, and I hated it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Satire.
This thing has a name that I can't pronounce.
Okay.
Can you put it in
I think
chat?
I got
Maybe I
the
can.
most.
It's
I'll
called.
put it.
Oh no.
Oh fuck!
I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Well, then here's the thing now. Because I know Shin had a gun out, and I think Father Dan and Guy said they had their guns out. Jay,
Oh
I
no,
don't think
no. Father Dan has his crucifix out. 'Cause he's
okay,
like-
so Father Dan has his crucifix out. Because it was more than just Shin, I believe, because I think 2 of you said, yeah, we're about to shoot it. Was that you, Guy, or was that you, Jay?
I think that was Jay.
Okay.
I was about to, but I
Well,
haven't
that's
decided
fine.
if I was going to shoot yet. So everyone else gets shooting.
We can say you had your gun out. However, Father and Guy do not have their guns out. So for Shin and Jay, your initiative is actually 50 higher. We still very much need Guy to click on his token
No.
and do
Oh
his
shit!
and do his
Okay.
turn track.
I've got it clicked and hang on. Sorry. How do I? It's in combat, right?
You click
Yes,
on
yes.
your token,
Yeah,
and then
got
you
it.
go into your
Yeah, I know that part, but
and you click on turn tracker in the combat section.
And it's a flat stat, right? It's not necessarily.
Yep. It's a
Yeah.
flat
There we go.
stat.
All right.
Okay.
So
Wait,
did
so
I not
why-
click on? I didn't click on the satyr.
You clicked on Shin. My initiative jumped up to 80 for some reason.
That's okay because yeah, you can go ahead and change it back.
60. There we go.
The satyr. Let me add him because I didn't click on him. I don't think
His roll.
he did. It's not a roll. It's a
Oh,
direct.
it's
flat,
It's a flat stat. Okay.
But for this first round, you've got 50 higher. Actually, it's not even the first round. It's if you've got your gun ready, you're shooting at 50 higher. But you have to shoot before you move. If you take a step and then try to fire, you're gonna lose that 50 plus initiative. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So the way it is right now, Shen, you actually have 100, 110,
Oh wow, that sounds pretty good.
and Jay, you have 110 as well.
Okay.
Which of you, Shen and Jay, which of you has the higher either fighting skill or firearm skill?
My
My
highest.
highest fighting skill is 60.
That could be either fighting or like gun.
My
60
highest
is my
is
highest.
25 with brawl.
Okay. All right. So that's higher than your pistol skill?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
I don't usually have to fire this thing.
Okay, so Shen is going to go first then, and JJ is after him. Now, while you've readied your pistol, you can shoot and then move. If you click your tokens, you can see like your movement. Like Shen, yours is an 8. It's in the blue circle, just like it is in D&D. That's how much you can move in yards, and each one of these is a yard. So it's basically like Shen, you've got an 8 on yours. You can move 8 squares.
This is a
In a
very
turn.
American
Pretty
game.
good.
I love it.
All right. Shen, you're up. You said you wanted to shoot this, but you have your rifle out, I think.
Yeah, I'll just drop. Honestly, I'll drop the flashlight. We have enough lights on this thing.
Okay.
Just need to let this. I see an enemy. I'm not
Alright.
super phased. So that being said,
Oh no.
I'll use 21 points of luck. Honestly,
Okay.
All right.
that's minus. You
11
gotta use it
damage.
where it counts. So I'll take off the points and make that a 40.
Okay. Then you it automatically rolled damage for you. So this thing, so you shoot this thing pretty good, right? You landed a pretty nice shot on it, and as the bullet from your rifle strikes up into like its upper chest, kind of near its shoulder on the left side, as you're looking at it on the left side, you notice now that the creature's body is incredibly muscled and dense, and it's got all this thick hide and fur, and it looks like the bullet didn't penetrate maybe as far as it normally would.
He resists damage. Well, you know what? Shen is also muscled and dense, so I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
I'll move up. I'll close the distance to about half, and I'll lay one face down card and end my turn possibly for the last time. So.
Maybe so. We'll see here. JJ, you're up.
I have to shoot first, right? Without moving.
Hang on. Let me move. I'm gonna take Shen's flashlight off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's just laying on the ground.
And I'll put a token back there for it. Hang on.
And there's like no way that I can like shoot twice for like less of a chance, right, or anything like that, right?
You can shoot twice, but it's when you do. Well, first of all, does your gun say like? Does it have like 1 and then 3 in parentheses on it?
It's 1 and 3 in parentheses.
All right, that means you can fire up to 3 times. Each one of them is going to be have a penalty dice on them.
Okay.
The only one who could fire without penalty dice was Catherine, and she's just GTFO'd.
Okay, good. That's very
I
good
already
for her. I was worried. I'm glad- okay. All right. Well, let's fire this thing. I just clicked.
So,
like,
hang on. I'm not done setting up the flashlight on the ground,
Sorry.
which looks very much like a rock.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's a novelty flashlight.
Oh no! It's... Okay. All right. So, 38 revolver.
A revolver.
Yeah. So, are you going to make 1 shot or 3 shots?
I need to hit a 25, and they'll be detrimental, right?
Yeah, it's
And
going to have
A negative.
a penalty dice. Yeah.
No, I'll just fire once for now.
And maybe you'll miss it by 2. Hey,
Oh, I
nice.
would have gotten it. Ah, dang it.
Oh shit.
Hard success. And as your shot goes off, Jay,
Uh-huh.
it looks like it hits him, but it doesn't even really penetrate through his skin and fur.
What the fuck are you? I'm just gonna
2
move
damage.
over here.
Okay.
a little bit to the right and spreading out. As that's not a sanity roll, but that's an uh-oh there.
Yeah.
That's something I haven't seen before. I could see this thing, but just ignored that.
All right. Next up is the satyr's turn. This may not be nice.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
The satyr runs up to you, Shin.
Oh shit!
Nah, I kind of saw this coming.
Shin put himself out there, and he's the only one that's actually heard it at this point. And he rears back his clawed hand and makes a swipe at you.
Dodge! Dodge!
Dodge!
I would actually like to
Oh,
fight.
hang on. That was on. I had that on whisper mode. It was a 91 versus a 50. He didn't hit you.
Oh, thank
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, you can still fight. Well, no. Yeah, you can still fight back technically. Yeah, you'd have to beat a failure. It's using your fighting though, and not your
Rifle,
gun.
right?
Yeah.
That's fine. My fighting's better. So is
Yeah.
it just straight brawl roll, right?
On your sheet, it should be unarmed. I think is what I put it on there as.
Gotcha. Can I also use?
Oh wait, hang on. For fighting though, for fighting you need to actually make the fighting roll and beat his. So you have to get a success in order to fight back. Successfully fight back.
Let's try it.
Fuck.
Darn.
Hang on, and just for authenticity, I will show you what he actually rolled here. Hang on.
91 versus
I
91.
believe you that you missed. That's fine.
Evenly matched.
George, you're an honest guy, so I don't think any of us would have trouble believing you.
All right, so you failed, so neither of you manages to inflict damage on the other. But this thing is big and up in your grill, Shin.
It's Kirk Fu.
All right, that's the satyr's turn. Next up is Guy.
So Guy's gonna take out his gun. And he can fire in the same turn, right? But it's gonna be a lack of initiative, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna fire his gun.
Now that you've got your gun out, if you want to keep it out, like for the other rounds, you can have your gun. You can have your gun readied, which does the other thing, like gives you an increased.
Yeah, because it gives you an increased initiative.
But that's on the next turns, and then that's always you have to shoot first and then move. If you move and then shoot, you.
Yeah, and then I lose the initiative after that. Okay.
Yeah.
So bang.
All right. So Guy, your shot also misses. It doesn't even hit the creature. It just ching. You can hear it like clink off the walls back here.
Watch it.
You've got movement now, though.
So Guy's gonna move. Hang on, how far is this? Shit, sorry. He's gonna move 4 yards that way. He's gonna move his flashlight so that he's facing the satyr.
Does anyone here have under a 50 in their guns?
My gun's 40. My fist is 60.
Father, I really hope God, something going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a while.
Under the cross, headshot. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
Put the crucifix put the crucifix in the gun and then shoot it at the satyr.
No. So if it's his turn now.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, it's Father
Okay.
Dan's turn.
So he's holding up the he's holding up the crucifix. He's saying, in nomine Patria Filii Spiritus Sanctus, and he's saying all this stuff basically almost like saying some basically prayers to this thing. It's almost like the man, And as he's doing that, he's digging through his beliefs, and he's trying to think he tries to grab whatever the first thing he says, and he actually the thing he pulls out, because he's got the set the flashlight down out of the bag, and the first thing he does is he actually does. Because at the point he says, "Oh, I can't. I got no choice." And so he grabs because Shin's in trouble. He does grab his revolver out,
Okay.
and he is going to try to take a shot at this thing.
All right.
Okay, this
I
is
believe
going
in
to
you.
be interesting.
Whoa!
Big
Holy shit!
Look at the extreme damage. That's what you get when you use a gun and you get an extreme success. You do impaling damage. Look at that shit ton of damage.
Yay!
The power of Christ compels you. Holy
Tells you,
shit!
I kick ass. As a quote, my favorite quote is, "I kick ass for the Lord." That's right.
I'm gonna make a comic book, and that's gonna be a quote. I kick ass for the Lord.
Well, no, because that's from a movie, but from Bane Dead. But
Oh yeah.
but yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
So Father Dan takes aim, says a prayer to God, and blows like this creature's ear and part of its horn on its right side, completely off of its head with the power from his, what is that? A Colt 45? Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
Colt
sense.
45. Yep.
Yeah. The creature, however, is not dead,
Yeah.
No, naturally.
But does it hurt?
but it looks very wounded. Yes, it looks
Looking kind of rough.
looks quite wounded.
Dang.
And at the end of your turn, Father Dan, you hear movement now behind you in the bushes,
Oh,
Oh no.
and you see, or you can tell now that somebody has stepped out in the bushes behind you. We need to put our new friend onto.
the other it's the corgi. He came back.
No, it's what's her face.
We need to put our new friend onto
It's
the.
Marianne, and she has a
It's
gun.
Marianne. Yeah.
The homecoming queen
I don't
has
know
a
who
gun.
Mary Ann is, but Mary Alice is definitely
Mary
coming.
Alice. Yeah.
Guys, everybody run! The homecoming queen has a gun.
We can't even see her. Where she's behind.
She's
Well,
behind.
we don't know exactly.
Yeah, Father heard footsteps coming out from behind him. But where is she on the
Didn't the father say anything?
tracker? Turn tracker. Oh shit. Yeah, hang on. I did say it was at the end of Father Dan's turn. So I'm gonna say no. Father Dan doesn't have time to yell at or anything.
Right.
She's pretty low in the order anyway. Let's see here. 60. All right. So here's the thing, Father. You've still got your gun out.
Yep.
Hang on. Let's do this. Father, you've still got your gun out, so you're at a 90 now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Initiative. Guy, you've still got your gun out now. 'Cause
Yes.
You fired. So you're also at a plus 50 on initiative.
Hell yeah!
And remember, if to enjoy that, you have to fire at the top of your round and then move.
If I turn around, will that count as movement or?
No, if you turn around, no.
Okay.
All right. So we're at the top now of round 2. Shen, you're up.
Is there a penalty for firing into melee range in Call of Cthulhu?
You have a rifle. You cannot use your rifle in melee range.
All right, that's good.
Punch him.
If I just resort to brawling at this point, do I still get the bonus initiative?
No, because you won't be using your readied weapon, which is a gun.
This is like Kirk. This is like
I
Kirk
can't use
Fu.
it in melee anyway, and I can't move.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to get bumped down in initiative, I think.
Yep. I will accept this demotion with grace.
What's your normal initiative? 60.
60, yeah.
Okay.
Somewhat at the red.
All right. So Shen, Shen drops down to 60. We'll put him down here behind Mary Alice. So in fact, JJ will be the one then that goes first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm firing into that monster. Just roll.
To be honest, it's hard to follow Dan over here. Dead-eyed
I
Dan.
know.
And bang.
Busting
Oh shit!
busting caps for the Lord over here.
So an extreme success would be I can't luck into the extreme.
No, you can't roll luck on attack rolls.
Our God is a wrathful God.
I mean, hang on. What were you saying, Jay?
I can't luck into an extreme success, right?
You can, yeah.
Okay. All right. I have 2 luck.
Yeah.
One more.
All right.
I
So do you want to?
have that second in the chamber for this one. All right.
All right.
So I spend 1 luck to turn my hard success from 5 into a 4 for extreme.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's going to be a sick amount of damage. And I'm going to say that this thing doesn't. After the father put one in him and took off a lot of his head on that one shot. Yeah, Jay, he's done. He's down.
Oh,
whoa.
shit!
So crazed by this thing, I just start firing off rounds into it as I'm just like stunned.
Would you say you empty your gun into it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna empty my gun into it. Yeah, bang, bang, bang.
All right.
What the fuck was that?
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn. I didn't. I didn't even pay attention to the other person there.
Ugliest sin, that's for sure.
All right. Next up is Guy.
So would Guy hear would Guy hear Mary Alice Sims?
No, because you're too far. I said father could hear it, but because he's the closest one to her.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, can we turn off the monster growling? Because that's kind of...
Oh yeah, hang on.
Well,
Yeah, the
monster is pretty much
monster's
dead.
actually dead. Yeah.
It's growling from
Having-
beyond the grave!
Having attacked one time and missed, was immediately shot down.
Yeah.
Kills
really
two people.
fucking lucky.
Kills
with my-
Yeah.
Kills
I
two
rolled a fucking
people.
You got lucky between father and Jay.
Yeah, that was sick.
Damn sure. You scored but now this thing had armor. That's why I was describing the hits the way.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
with flat
Yeah.
reduces damage.
It's like,
right?
it was like
Yeah,
much...
it's just flat damage reduction. But when you do 24 points of damage to it,
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
sick.
Jesus Christ! All right, so yeah, Guy, you don't hear the footsteps behind you because they're much further away. What do you want to do?
I guess he moves towards Father Dan. If I want to know, where is Father Dan? Can you see? He can't see him. Never
You would know
mind.
that Father Dan is over here. You
Left
were
flashlight.
you were over there by him not too long ago,
So
I think.
yeah, Guy takes 4 yards of movement, moves over to talk to Father Dan, and he goes, "What the? It's ugly as sin. You know anything about that?"
There are well, as the Bard once says, there are things in heaven and earth that are, heaven and heaven that are undreamt of in our philosophy. I think that's what he said.
Well, hang on. That's Guy's turn. Guy has moved and talked. Father Dan, it's now your turn. You can reply.
Yeah, he said that's what he replies. But then when he hears that, and then as he's putting his gun away, and he turns around, and he turns around to because he hears a voice. He's gonna turn around to where he saw her.
Okay.
He's gonna take the dodge action on this turn, but as he does that, he goes, "Hello, Mary Alice."
And as Mary Alice steps out of the bushes now and is illuminated by your flashlight, you see that she's mouthing words, like kind of muttering.
Mm-hmm. And I think he's kind of knows what he's probably going to be doing something, and so he says, "Mary, it's over. I think I may know what that thing was, and I'm sorry for what happened, but you need to stop this foolishness right now.
Okay, Dad.
Before things get even more out of hand. Too many people have died."
And you see now, she continues muttering, and her eyes are solid black.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
And they are furrowed, and her brow is furrowed, sort of conveying a deep hatred of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably so. I don't mind. Yeah, probably so. Yeah. But
right.
I'm still gonna take the dodge action because in case she's gonna do something. But yeah.
Well, there's not.
That's the thing.
There's not a dodge action then. Call it.
You can just dodge in response.
I was just going to be dodging in response. Yeah. But,
All right.
You should shoot her.
Does that end? Well, no, he's already put his gun away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I'm going to put the because I'm going to have the But do I have to press the dodge or do I have to wait till the dead?
She's not. You don't.
Yeah.
It's your turn. What are you dodging? Your own attack?
No, nothing. I'm not. No, I'm nothing. I'm just trying to tell her to talk her down to say, telling her like it's over.
Okay. All right. Does that end your turn? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, it does. Yep.
Take that, me. Ah.
Mary Alice continues muttering, and then finally stops muttering. Kind of makes a motion towards you, Father, with her hand, almost like that motion that like Wanda makes when she fires off a bolt.
Oh,
Kind of arcs her
yeah.
hand away.
Little twinkly hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Father.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a power check. Just straight
Okay.
power.
Just straight power.
At the top
Okay.
of your character sheet.
Yep.
Roll power.
Oh, I'm going to spend a luck point and make that a 60.
Make it a 60.
Yeah, because it says a failure of the 60. Oh, it's got to be 61, or is it supposed to be? Because
Like,
I'm
he rolled
Or is it contested?
61 for 60.
Yeah, this is a contested roll.
Oh, it's a contested roll. Okay.
Yeah, so you both got successes, but she rolled higher. Let me see what
Yeah.
actually what happens on a contested roll for magic. Give me a second.
Yeah. Okay. So let me spend 1 luck point to change that to a success.
And then Father Dan became a witch hunter.
Like, he's one step away right now.
Yeah, pretty much at this point.
And he's fucking there.
Yeah.
I promised myself it wouldn't come to this again.
Bam. Yeah.
I can imagine, like, you know, like in Doom Eternal, like someone put like Caramel Dancing in Doom Guy's helmet, like as he pops the shotgun, and he's got flashing
Right.
red, blue,
Yeah.
and green lights. He's just killing off demons.
Right. Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know what's gonna happen. This is exciting. I don't know.
Father Dan
Target
claps.
ones
Father Dan.
filled with seawater, potentially causing unpleasant death by drowning. Oh my gosh.
Father
the caster must be.
Father Dan claps cheeks, and then he fucking claps his own.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
1d8 damage? What the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damage.
I know.
That's like, you
It's
can't use
crazy.
flex tape for that.
That's a lot of damage!
No, flex
Yeah.
tape for that.
So don't be afflicted by it for more than 1 turn.
Yeah. Right.
And there's no like death saves or anything like that. Like if you go
No.
There is death.
yeah.
Elders supposed to first aid that.
Yeah, magic. He got magicked.
I got magic from
They magicked him. It's one of the big three.
You better roll that con save and spit up real quick.
Uh-huh.
Induce vomiting.
I'm still trying to find out where the damn opposed roll rule is.
Hold on.
For
Get Lovecraft on the line.
Call of Cthulhu.
I've actually got to go get the book. Give me a second.
Okay, wait a minute. I think I've it says something here. It says
He's gone. I heard this.
No, what'd you say?
I think it says here. I just saw something on here because I was looking it up.
What does it say? To get to the
It
actual
says
read of it.
whatever. I'm trying to find it. I just saw it. Blah, 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 blah. It's whatever. I think it says whatever has. Okay, if both sides roll and the side with the greater degree of success wins. If both sides achieve the same degree of success, the one with the higher skill wins.
She's
The
got a
higher-
skill at 80, so that would be
The higher
Yeah.
skill in this case would be the higher skill in this case would be the power.
yeah.
Yep.
So you still fail.
All right, so yeah, so you use luck to turn it into a success, but she still gets the spell off.
Yep.
And with the spell,
If you use a whole bunch of luck, you could probably make it into a hard success, I think.
I think so.
And you would have a higher level of success.
Oh, well, I already called it though. That's the thing.
so Father Dan, as she finishes her spell and waves her hand, you immediately, you freak out because you're right next to Father. You see him start coughing up water.
Oh
And just
shit!
start retching, you know, and all he can do is fall to the ground and cough up what looks like, you know, like water out of his lungs. All right, Father.
I know I gotta roll something.
Yeah, hang on.
Father Dan, are you all right? I can't. I
Let's
know it's
hope
not
it's a
my. I know it's not.
concentration spell,
I know it's not
because I
my
know what I'm
turn.
doing my next turn.
1d8, taking 1d8 damage each round. The target should make an extreme con roll. After taking damage each round, if the roll is successful, the water has been expelled. All right, so right off, you're going to take 1d8 damage.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
Father, you take 7 damage, and you now have a major wound.
Okay.
All right,
I
that's
got a
important
major
to remember.
wound.
On
Okay.
the next round, you'll have to make an extreme con save or con check, and if you make it, then you don't take any more damage.
Okay.
Click your
All right.
token and take that 11 down to a 4.
Okay. Yep.
All right, and that's going to be her turn.
Yikes.
Shin, what would you like to do?
boy.
The price is yikes.
I'm more likely to hit with my rifle with my fists, but rifle has a chance of ending this in one go. So Let me weigh my options here.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. If I roll pretty well, that could end this. Like I'm assuming she's not like a goat human, and probably a bullet will.
She looks
fall on the
exactly
bullet.
like just a normal, except for her black eyes right now, her solid black eyes.
We'll just aim for not her eyes then. That's fine. But
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know. So I can either guarantee chip damage or higher chance of getting chip damage, or I'm just gonna go for the rifle. It's quicker. Don't have to walk over there. All right, let's go for it.
Cool.
Oh!
I'm gonna go ahead and I'd like that extreme success, please. I'd like 2 more.
All right. With extreme success, hang on here.
20 damage. You might hit her in the eye.
Yeah, with extreme damage, that would be 2d6 plus 4. You would do 12 plus 4 right off the bat. Yeah, she's only got 11 hit points. So, as she brings Father Dan down with her spell, and he's now expelling all of this water out of his lungs, and all he can do is just writhe around on the ground. This is your friend, Shen. This is the one guy that you can fight in. This is the guy that's been there for you, aside from Benny, and has helped you put away your demons from the war. You raise your gun to aim, and you tell us what happens.
Yeah, he'll immediately react after seeing Father Dan go down. He'll pull up his rifle and say, "You better think again," and just dome her.
Domer.
Yep.
Bam.
Right between those black eyes.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Father Dan, you wouldn't see this because you're coughing.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
drowning.
yeah.
You're drowning.
Yeah.
But Guy, you would totally see this. And so she's like still, staring with hatred at Father Dan as he's like coughing up on the ground. A little smile kind of curls on her face now, and you can tell she's probably trying to get some sort of revenge for you just having killed her boyfriend, killed her lover, and then suddenly just bam, right in the right side of the temple, and the left side of her head explodes with the, as the bullet travels through her head in a fine red mist, and she falls down dead.
And I'll use the rest of my turn to go over and check on Dan. We'll just throw his rifle into that.
Yeah, baby!
We are
This is what
out
I'm
of
waiting
initiative.
for.
Since she's dead.
Are we still initiative because he keeps taking D8 damage?
Is it a concentration spell, whatever the equivalent is?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, wait. Yeah, good. Actually,
call.
I never think about that.
Mm-hmm.
He suits this whole couple.
The target?
No,
I feel like
yeah.
The water doesn't go away. It doesn't look like it says like it goes away if the person is no longer concentrating.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't. So yeah, we'll say Father Dan is still drowning.
Okay.
Father Dan, give me an extreme con check.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Use all that luck points,
Let's go,
man.
boys! Oh shit!
Like 10
Ooh,
points.
hard success. I don't know. Do I?
How much luck do you have?
Is a small price to
I'll put
pay
it this
for
way:
luck.
if you spend 10 luck, then you stop drowning. Then you
Yeah.
don't take another one and probably
Yeah.
live. If you don't,
Yes,
you're gonna.
I will definitely do that. Yes,
All
yeah, because drowning at this point would be a very bad way to go. So I'll do that. Spend 10 bucks.
Like, man, we
It would be pretty funny.
Manny drowned.
Hilarious.
What the fuck happened here?
I know, right?
What happened?
Okay. And so Father's probably coughing like.
Jay, are you over there with them, or are you still over here? What are
Yeah,
you
no,
doing?
I'm sorry. I thought we were still in round, so I didn't move
No.
until my turn. I started running over to see what
Okay.
happened.
He's still coughing. And he's like, he like just lies back and just like trying to take a breath. Just like exhausted because he's like, it's like, and it's like, oh god, he can barely breathe, barely speak at this point because again, he's got a major wound, folks. So he's
Probably his lungs are all messed up.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah, because you were actually coughing up with seawater, so it was probably a little great on the inside. Yeah.
yeah, like
Man, his legs busted, his lungs are busted. Like,
Yep.
we need cyborg Dan.
Hey, Ocean.
mhm. Yep.
All right.
Oh,
So Father Dan appears to be. He's not great. He's not great at all. He's got.
You know what?
But he's alive. I mean,
We got to get him to like a hospital or something.
We know a nurse. I can take her there.
It's
Shen will just pick up Dan and just start walking towards
Hey,
Eleanor's
just
house.
don't forget my beliefs.
I'm gonna go check on the. I'm gonna go see what Mary Alice has. If she
Okay.
if there's anything like she was holding or anything, like a book or something.
She wasn't holding a book or anything like that.
Doing her hand thing.
It's almost like somebody stole her spell book out of her apartment already.
Damn.
Yep.
I hate it when that happens.
But she's got about $35 in cash on her.
Nice.
Let's get her corpse. Let's go.
Listen, looting is fair game.
$25. Anything else that seems like of importance?
No, that's about all she's got on
We'll
her.
divide it between the 5 of us. We'll go to Murph. We'll go to Murph's.
I'm gonna take the doctor's, the priest's, the father's flashlight, and I'm gonna just pause and just look at that thing, just like. Oh my fucking
Okay, so
God.
as you, we'll say that you swivel the light back over here,
Yeah.
this direction, and as you do now, you see that this creature, it clearly dead. I mean, after your shot and Father Dan's shot, I mean, there's not much left ahead of this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you shot him. That's right. Shen shot him first off.
Yeah.
The body starts to contract. You see now it's almost looking like it's shrinking. The fur looks like it's sinking back into the skin. The muscle mass begins to decrease significantly. And after a minute, you see the dead form of Clark Evans.
You gonna put little looks on him too?
Once was a satyr. He is nude, and most of his head has been blown off.
Okay.
Up in his prison pocket, he's got about $20. Yeah.
Oh man, we just killed 2 people, but we got $55 out of it. Let's go get some snacks.
Hold on. We just fucking killed 2 people.
Yes, and
Technically, you killed one. I killed the other.
Well, yeah. Okay. So everybody, we need to keep this together. Clark came out, started swinging at us. We defended ourselves. She came out, defended ourselves. Okay.
And you do hear, because you're not. I mean, you're only about a half mile away from a residential area.
We've been firing rounds off.
Yeah. Out here, you do hear sirens now.
oh shit.
Now, Catherine, as you're running back, hang on, Catherine, as you're running back to the house with Lucy, and Cornelius is running behind you, you hear all of these gunshots just sort of ring out. While that creature while you heard that, like the pained sound of that creature howling. What are you doing?
I am continuing to the house.
Oh,
They can handle it. I am keeping the child safe
All right.
and my baby boy.
All right. So let's do this first. What are the rest of you doing? You can hear sirens now. You've probably got some time before they're even able to find you. What do you want to do?
Taking Dan to get medical attention at a
yeah.
Still coughing at this point. Because some air.
Okay. So
Straight to the cops. We need to tell them that Clark just came out swinging at us, and we had to kill him. And Mary Alice came out as well. We took care of them as well.
We sound like fucking mob hitmen.
We did.
Well, yes, but when you put it like that, just say we killed them in self-defense. They were using weird shit on us.
Shin shot a chick in the head. All right. So Shin, you're helping Father Dan through the forest. I mean, he's not incapacitated. He's able to walk. He's probably just real gingerly, and he's probably coughing away.
Yeah, he's Father Dan's like leaning on Shin, like he's grabbed the guy's arm around his shoulders, kind of leaning on him for support, and he's kind of like still kind of limping as he's walking along.
Okay. All right. Guy and Jay, what are you two doing?
Let's stick together. We gotta stick together. So I'm going with them, just making sure we grab all the flashlight that was on the ground.
We're taking all their money.
And also threw his rifle aside.
There's one flashlight back over here on the ground.
Pick it up.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Okay. All right. So are you guys headed back to Eleanor's, or what are you doing?
That is where the nurse is. So yes.
Yeah,
Eleanor-
we're gonna.
That is Shen's top priority.
Oh, I need to mark off my do I need to mark off my firearms
Yeah.
handgun thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you got a success with a firearm tonight, unless
yep.
you spent luck to get it. If you spent luck to increase it to an extreme success, even though you got a hard success, you don't get. If you spend luck in any way, you don't get to increase it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, but at least I got an extreme success on my firearm.
The first one I didn't, so I'll add it to that. But that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think all of my successes were from luck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Jay, you're going with them through the forest, or
Yeah,
or
I'm going with. Let's all stick together.
Okay.
Yep, we're out of here.
All right. So you guys, hang on. Let me close some of these windows that I don't need anymore.
It's a happy ending. They're all dead, so
We ain't done. We ain't out of. This ain't the. Wait till the epilogue. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll at least do one more session because we're already almost at 10:30. We'll do one more session next week, sort of wrapping up. We're just like getting everybody together at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's just do that.
All right. So the first thing that happens before you guys get back, we're gonna kind of do this in an orderly fashion. Let's see here. Let me put all you on the GM layer.
Mm-hmm.
So Eleanor, what are you doing? Are you waiting out front? Or are you inside with Ben? What are you doing?
I think that she would have been inside with Ben until she heard the gunshots, and she'd probably be like running out onto the porch and seeing if she could see anything.
Okay. So yeah, you run up to the porch, wondering what the hell's going on. Ben tries to come up behind you, tries to follow up behind you.
Ben, go back in and sit on the porch or sit on the couch. All right, I'm just gonna see what's going on.
And he just sort of nods. And he's like, "Yes, Mama," and he goes back to the couch. At that point, you see Catherine returning, carrying your daughter, with the dog behind them in tow.
I want to probably just scream like Lucy and like go running out.
Yeah, and so you come out there, and Catherine's kind of carrying her up the stairs. We'll put you guys up here a little bit. How's that?
See it?
I'm still in the combat map.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
me
sorry.
too.
Here,
Yeah.
let me move you guys down. I'm sorry. I meant to move you over to Eleanor's.
As you see, I'm carrying her on my hip. I'm like, we found her. I'm not gonna. You'll come to us.
I'm having a hard time hearing anybody. My internet's breaking up, I think.
Nope, I can hear you.
I can hear you. We can hear you fine.
I can hear you fine.
Eleanor is gonna come running out, and is like, is Catherine carrying Lucy still?
Yeah, she's still on my hip because she can't really walk.
Eleanor's gonna keep coming out and like, grab hold of Lucy. Like, are you okay? What happened?
Oh, you're saying that to Lucy? I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
were saying that to Catherine. My bad.
No, she's
No,
fine.
no.
Dog.
Yeah. So yeah, Lucy kind of smiles weakly, and she goes, "Cornelius ran off, and I didn't want him. I was worried about him. I didn't want him to get hurt or anything, and so I went off after him. I know I shouldn't have, but I was worried. He's small."
Oh
I
my
will
God.
place a kiss on her forehead. Like, don't worry, you're trying to protect little Cornelius there. You're being very brave.
Catherine, do you set her down now?
No, I'm gonna carry her inside.
Okay.
Her down
Yeah,
the kitchen table or wherever you want her. Next time, even though I love Cornelius the most ever in this world, you shouldn't run after him in the dark. We will go find him in the morning, and he can be okay. He's a very strong boy, but in the dark, don't run after him. And if he's barking at the door at night, please just don't open the door for him, because someone seems to be a little runner in this family. As I stare down at the dog angrily.
Anger at Cornelius intensifies.
Eleanor, while this is happening, is going to run and grab the first aid kit.
Hang on, Catherine. Let Eleanor talk. Go ahead, Eleanor.
While this is happening, Eleanor's going to run and grab her first aid kit and start trying to see what's up with Lucy's ankle.
You, as a nurse, I'm not going to make a medicine check. Yeah, you know that looks like she's probably sprained her ankle.
There's not any medicine check. Actually, never mind. I already got the check on the medicine.
Yeah, but say you've already got the check. Yeah. So you can do. In that case, you could. Well, though, you still do medicine though, and I mean, she's not really injured.
Does she
Just-
need to do first aid?
She hasn't taken any damage. I mean, yeah, you can roll first aid on her if you want to. It's just not going to mechanically have any effect. She hasn't actually taken damage.
Can
Maybe
I
just, like,
assist?
see, like, put some ice on it or something.
Yeah, you can do that. What were you saying, Catherine?
I say if she was rolling, I was gonna assist. I have pretty chunky first aid.
Okay. All right. Well, she's good. So yeah, Eleanor, you go and get a pack for your daughter, and because you don't want it to swell.
Yeah, Eleanor's gonna put the ice pack on her and just like hug her and be like, "You had me so worried."
All right. At this point, Eleanor, are you inside or are you outside?
Inside, they're all like, I'm assuming gathered on the
They're
couch.
inside. All right. So they're all gathered around here. We'll say the dog is probably. We'll say the dog is up in Lucy's lap. From outside the living room windows, you see. Hang on, let me get this situated.
So fucking went.
Also, 5 viewers. Thank you all
So
for
outs-
coming tonight.
Outside the front window, shambling up towards the front,
Is it our friends?
you see a
Yeah.
giant.
Really?
Hey, we're live!
You see
Where's your husband?
you see them walk. You see them walking up, but you also see that Father Dan is clearly in some kind of distress. Like Shen's kind of helping him move along. He's moving very slowly. He seems to be doubled over at times.
Eleanor's gonna run back to the door and let them in. Be like, "What happened?"
Mary Alice, she filled his water. He filled Father Dan's lungs with seawater. We think.
What? Oh God.
Trust me, there's been some weird shit happening recently. This probably isn't the strangest.
Come in. I need to check on him. What? So
Also-
you trying to drown him?
Oh, go ahead, Eleanor. I'm sorry.
Oh, she's just asking. Like, so she tried to drown him? Just come in. I'll look at him.
It was weird. Like, we weren't near any seawater, but his lungs just filled up with it. Apparently.
Okay. All right. Just come in.
Guy would know that, right? Because he was next to.
You wouldn't know necessarily with seawater. Father Dan, it came out of your mouth 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he said. Yeah, when so he clarifies this. Somehow it was seawater. She used. It was some kind of. She was definitely dabbling in some kind of witchcraft of some kind. It's. I know it seems hard to believe, but it happened with my own eyes.
Eleanor's
don't need-
gonna look very confused and just like keep ushering them in.
And you don't need to worry about. And you don't need to worry about the goat man anymore. And your children are safe.
Is that
everyone's
what all the
safe.
shots were?
Yes, and and he coughs again, and he like he's like probably still but he's like and he's like really, and you can he's like really, and his lungs really hurt, and he's like doubled over in pain kind of thing. He says, I know. I don't know if he does Father Dan because since he was in the medical corps in Korea, would he know something about what possible ways they could help treat this or anything or?
You would think that probably what you would need is probably just rest and maybe some like light pain medication.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Yeah,
just convalesce for a little while.
Yeah, so he says, if you don't mind, and he basically lies. I guess what I don't know if he's sitting down in some place or, and he just kind of like lies back, and he says, everyone's safe, and he just like trying to lie back and closes his eyes and just kind of leans back and just
everyone's.
All right. Well, Eleanor is still gonna keep doing her nurse thing, so she's first off not quite sure about the whole. He just drowned on land, So she's gonna be like checking his neck and stuff to make sure there were no like injuries, and he's
Um,
also gonna be checking for ARDS,
the hell is that?
acute respiratory distress syndrome.
It would mean he needs CPR.
He doesn't have any of that. I mean, he's breathing. It's just labored, like like he went through some sort of trauma. But it looks like he's out of the woods. He's not bleeding anywhere. There's no blood loss. As he's inside now and probably sitting. Hang on, probably sitting down now. You would see now that he's able to breathe a little bit better now as he's not moving around.
Yeah, that'd be acute respiratory distress.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have that. He's just it's like maybe he's just like coughed up a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's having symptoms of acute respiratory distress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's coughing and wheezing. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. We don't have to be we don't have to be exact with that.
Let
Right.
me do my medic thing.
This-
Okay.
This thing is
Doctor's office here. I have to be correct.
Catherine's not a doctor. This is largely narrative, so we're just nothing has to be dead on perfect. We're just
Right. Yep.
telling the story. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would guess that Father Dan is he's probably just gonna have to rest for a while.
All right, well, Eleanor's gonna bring him a blanket.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. We've got. Oh, we're already at 10:30. I'll say the last thing that happens is you guys see headlights pulling into the driveway as Michael gets back.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls the car back in, and then that will be where we end. For tonight, we will pick back up next week. We'll do kind of a half and half. We're going to do a session where you guys kind of wrap everything up. Maybe if you want to talk to the cops, you can, because there's going to be some questions.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let them figure that shit out.
I am a little worried because I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm not sure. Hang on, real quick.
Huh?
Real
Yeah.
quick. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to be there because that's the day I graduate and I'm moving back to Houston.
Whoa.
Well, ask
So-
them to reschedule.
Nice job, man.
All right.
I'm so tired.
Proud.
Congrats.
We will deal with whether or not Guy comes home to a fiance or not.
Ha!
And then,
Luck roll.
and then
Here comes that rolling the one.
Oh wait, Junie, can you stream next week then, so Neil can see what happens?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't stream today because I was having weird audio issues.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Michael pulls up in the driveway, and we're going to end for tonight. Like I said, next time we'll wrap everything up, see what kind of questions remain afterward, see what you guys want to piece together or whatever. See how you guys want to close it all up, and then we will, with the last part of that session, we will do improvement checks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
boy.
Yeah.
Isn't there like also a sanity like recovery for like defeating a monster?
There's a sanity. There's a recovery bonus at the end of a scenario.
I see.
Scenario. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll roll that as well. That's part of the whole improvement thing.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
If this goes well, I could end up with more sanity than I started.
We got
Mhm.
super fucking
Somehow.
lucky, by the way. Like,
Oh yeah.
Listen,
That was
with this, we got I'm sure we dodged a bullet.
well.
didn't.
Well, it didn't. Yeah. What was amazing is the fact that it's almost like perfect timing. Like everybody's like, when everyone's shooting at this thing, it's like, oh, we can't hit it. We can't hit it. It's like hitting it, and nothing's happening. And then of course, Father Dan like pulls out just a single shot and gets that. It's like, whoa.
What a shot! Yeah, 2 extreme successes back to back.
Well, so the I did nerf this creature in a way, because I originally he was supposed to have 2 attacks, but I only gave him 1.
Mhm.
When he's on his first timers, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and also for me,
Mhm.
you know. So I only gave him 1, but what I did to compensate was I increased the amount of damage resistance he had from his armor
Right. Yeah.
to try to compensate a little bit for him not having that extra attack. Of course, when people are just doing extreme damage, like all over the fucking place, after a
Mhm.
while it doesn't matter. That's one thing I want to go back and check in the rules on whether
Can you luck into extreme damage?
on whether you can luck into extreme damage. That's one thing I'm gonna have to investigate because I've always thought you
Very
could.
OP.
Sorry
Yeah.
that you like to shoot your gun. That was kind of your thing.
I protect the children.
You saved the corgi.
Yes.
The corgis now can live if we get. To
I
them back.
finally saved one of them.
No, at the end, the dog's gonna wander off and get hit by a car.
And I feel bad that Eleanor and because this was originally I had to kind of intended this to go a different way. You guys kept wanting to get everything done at night though, and then with the 24-hour thing, that kind of pushed the timetable up. Like there were supposed to be like. The way I had like planned it out was like, I was figuring you guys were going to go to bed, wake up, and then get started in the morning. There was going to be a big town press conference with like the sheriff and all the people, like the mayor and everybody.
It'll be a lot more interesting now.
which I spent like an hour trying to find the right backdrop for and get all the right tokens out there for. And then there was
You ruined it.
and then there was the information that you would have found out at the goat farm.
Oh man.
After the throwaway goat farm ended up becoming a thing, it ended up going back full circle.
So what triggered all of this to fall down the way it did was number one was the 24 hours when Jay asked for 24 hours, and then you guys you just kind of laser focused on we have to do this tonight. Lucy and Cornelius were always going to get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Or I say weren't always. As soon as they were created, I knew that they would get lost. In fact, I think I even remember Eleanor or Jenny back when I was talking to you, and I was like, okay, like who's the, like I was trying to ask you like who's closest to the dog. Do you figure which one of the kids likes the dog? And you said Lucy.
Yeah, I figured someone was gonna have that. Also, I put on Eleanor's sheet like her most like important person is her daughter.
Is her daughter, yeah. So that was gonna go down, and then
Well, the most important person to me was my dog.
so it kind of set things going in motion a lot sooner than I had intended.
Mm-hmm.
But no, don't be sorry. That's how the story unfolds sometimes.
How the cookie crumbles.
Really
Yeah.
cool day, like 24 hours.
Yeah.
You always want to say that.
You got 24 hours.
I wish the monster had done a little more damage. In this case, the most dangerous person was Mary Alice.
Full magic, yeah.
Magic in this game is no bullshit, dude.
I was imagining, like, while we were in the fight scene, that, like, Shen was doing, like, fucking Kirk Fu, like, with the Gorn in Arena.
Yeah.
Listen, turns out gun is
Like-
pretty effective.
Like, he fucking yeets the rock at Clark. He just fucking
Well,
falls.
one good thing about this, or one good way to explain it, is that all of the other, when this thing attacked, its other victims, except for the security guard and Eli, they were alone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
you guys,
that around's like, when you're at parity, that's pretty good when you're a goat man.
yeah, and suddenly instead of being alone, there was four of you,
Guys with guns.
and there's
I don't
four.
think that didn't go the way he thought. I mean, he's like, yeah, I can take these guys.
But
Right.
I did want you guys to get a taste, at least, of magic and how fucked up magic can be.
Yeah, that was
When
the.
you think about it,
Killed
the
him
goat-
unless he, yeah.
That's a really brutal spell to die to. Like, I don't know if there's like other spells in D&D that like are
You drown.
maybe
You drown. You literally drown.
Bam, you're dead.
What were you
Yeah.
saying, Jude? You were trying to say something. What were you saying?
When you think about the goat man, his like kill streak was a guy who was probably drunk, a guy who got off guard, and someone in a coma.
Well, to be fair, he probably also he killed. We don't know what happened to those other three kids. Duncan.
Oh
South.
yeah, because the other three kids are dead.
I mean, we can.
And-
There's
They
a.
could have also died to the goat.
We're probably gonna piece it together in the last
I
Call of
ass-
Cthulhu session here.
I
but
assume
yeah.
there's I assume there's a degree there's a degree of assumption that like they all like did some kind of ritual that fucked them.
the
Oh
only-
yeah.
The only problem
Well,
is we
It could
didn't
have working
find-
as intended.
the only thing is we didn't find where they did this ritual, and that might have like
You
more
would
things about how this happened.
have if you had gone to the goat farm.
yeah.
Or I'm not going to say the goat farm is where it happened. I'm just saying you would have got information that would have eventually led you on there. But
Right.
again, because you guys were laser focused on doing everything tonight,
Yep.
your characters were, not y'all, but your characters were like, we have to get this done. We have to get it done right now. It's out
Bam,
there.
bam, bam, bam.
brutally left and right, man.
Yeah.
So
Right.
at that point, that's why we had to kind of move forward with what it was. That
I will
guys-
give you props for quick thinking. It felt
Mhm.
it felt pretty natural.
Yep.
So, man, that was good.
That felt great. Yeah, that was awesome. And honestly, it's probably better this way because, like, even if we look there, like, maybe, like, all the stuff has already been, like, cleaned up and there's, like, something else out there.
It could be the other way though. We show up and it's the Shaughnessy Goat Farm and Dark Ritual Emporium.
And so far, because even though we got the Goatman thing, it's our characters at this point says there's still a lot of some unanswered questions, like what, because we maybe out of character, we would all kind of surmised what might have
there
happened.
could still be things that you do in the next session that.
Oh yeah, oh sure.
It's going to
Conference
depend on.
can still happen.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the way you guys want to go with it. So.
Oh right, yeah.
Like literal magic. Like who
Real-
we witnessed literal magic in a literal monster.
So I'm gonna kill the stream real quick. So thank you to like the 5 people who came in. I think that's one of the larger audiences we've had this entire.
Right.
Good night,
Yeah.
good night, chat.
Absolutely.
Good night, Jack.
Ocean,
Thank you, Venkman, Ocean, John, and George.
Lockwood.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.